Hey.
Welcome, adventurers. Wait, that's not cool enough. Welcome, adventurers.
Let's start that over again. Actually, that's not gonna work.
Quick, put this.
Cancel it.
5 more minutes.
We're not-
And we're live.
Hey!
Hell.
Oh. Welcome, adventurers, to Fateful Encounters. My name's Jen. I'm your dungeon master. Today, I'm joined by Ashley Duke,
Hi.
and she plays.
I play Rav.
Thanks.
Very concise.
I'm
I think
joined
they get the
by
point.
Zach Boring,
Hello, and I play Chains.
Sam Nurbukoski,
Hello, I play Calvin, son of Rohan, and hand to the
And
Thunder.
Thunder. I really wanted all of us to join in at the end.
Joe
We're not there yet.
Whiteley,
Hey, I play Rattle, the Kinku Ranger.
and Dylan Mock.
I'm playing Kuro's Tidehunter, your favorite sea elf.
Definitely my favorite CEO.
We call him a shelf.
Got him.
I'll leave.
It only took us like what, 4 or 5 streams to get to that joke.
Oh, I love that.
Bye.
All right. Today, us and Shelf are bringing you into episode 4 of our 5th edition homebrew world, Oblivion Isles. If you're not up to date on our story, you can check out our VODs on Twitch, or you can go back further on our YouTube channel, link in the Twitch description. But we're here live right now, so don't leave us.
Yeah.
Please.
And
You
you know what
wanna
I
wait
like
like
to
2
do for
weeks to find the
recaps is I
video.
like to make my players do them. So
Oh no.
everyone roll a d20. Lowest roll lets us know what happened last time.
I got a 16.
Do we have advantage?
Do not have
believe.
advantage.
It's worked out really well thus far that I haven't had to do it, and then I roll a 2.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Who's got that one?
I got a 7, so that's making me feel much better.
I got a 13.
Squawk.
Squawk.
Wait.
All right, Rattle.
My
Let
squawk.
us know what
Perfect.
happened
My
last time.
All right. So I went ahead and I prepared this in a way that requires a disclaimer. The following is an account of recent events as perceived by Rattle. Be aware this is a stream of thought, not a cohesive story.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
All right,
So,
I'm ready.
not a recap, but let's go ahead.
Got it.
Not a recap, but I hope you're as entertained by it as I was by writing it.
Okay.
So, we left Spooky Lady's store. Not much shiny, much concern. Orphan. Glowbirds.
It should be snapping.
Yeah, I feel like it's like beat poetry.
Hold on, where's my thing?
Perfect.
Oh my god.
Glowbirds Talk Rock started yelling. Grandmaster, update. Anxiety. Sewer map is old. Sewers are plugged. Bad for drainage, but good for cults. Soldiers go check. Good luck. Walking. Back to inn where Rattle was invaded. No one home? Looking. What? Crying? Look harder. Orc woman. Scared. Water friend make orc less scared. Found orb. Eye. Betrayal eye. Remember. Put in pocket. Gasp. Attack part 2. The why?
The what?
Hostage. Trip the cultist? Yes. No. Didn't work. Daggers. Ah! Punch. Kick. Gasp. I'm hit. Tummy smite. Dead cultist. Front door? Glowbird killed another. That's good. Wait. Where is cat? Window. Squawk. Crash. Arrows. More dead. Cat killed many. So tired. No rest. Orphans. Take orc woman to no touch woman. He watched them. Walking. Glowbird flirt. Ricky. Ricky? Watch orc lady. Doot doot doot. Walking.
Dude.
Orphanage. Gasp! Firechild. Which one stole cat's money? All of them? Killian? Oldest? No care. Door. Push open. Inside. Woman. Spaghetti. Water friend takes spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
sauce?
Spaghetti.
Where is Orphan? Back room. Sacrifice circle. Orphan! Bad news! Merkel bad! Don't do it! It's a trick! Galvin convince. Look at the book! Missing ingredient. Eye. Gasp! Orb! Orb's glowing. Riddles? Start a fire. Fire door. Water friend left spaghetti. Dark walking. Tummy shells hears voices in head. Bad lady say, they are here, quickly. Where are Rattle? No resting now. Rattle knows. Demi playing.
Rattle
2
knows.
statues. 1 orb. Little statue watching Glowbird. Ah! Attacking! Arrow at orb makes glow. Water friend, tummy shells, Glowbird, fight statue. Cat throw dagger at orb. Cracks. Vibration. Boom! More damage. Water friend, no! Look!
He crashed.
Beds.
He-
Trick? Maybe. Must take chance. Rattle, cat, tummy shells take watch.
that
Others
was
sleep.
Oh my
Safe.
God.
Jesus Christ.
That's it.
This
That's all I got.
deserves
good.
a clap.
That was really good.
I'm
Oh my
speechless.
Oh, that might have been
Just
painful.
snap.
We got a couple comments on that saying he's spitting.
Oh, yeah.
He's spitting verses.
Do people still do this? I don't know.
Snapping?
No, I mean making gestures. Never mind, forget it. People still make gestures, I'm sure.
I'm sure people gesture.
Is this West Side
Aggressive
Story,
finger
Dylan?
snapping. Yeah,
What are you doing?
aggressive finger snapping.
Oh my gosh,
Story.
that was a
I
great
auditioned for
recap.
West Side Story once.
So, that was wonderful. Are there any questions?
I have so many.
So many.
Uh,
No questions? We
My
my
ready to get
question
into
is, what
it?
happened to the rest of the spaghetti?
Mhm.
I am very invested in the spaghetti
I
subplot.
gave it to the orphan.
No, the rest of the spaghetti.
Oh,
correction,
Spaghetti
correction.
subplot is important.
Spaghetti.
Sorry, you're
A
right.
spaghetti.
Spaghetti
yeah.
subplot.
Spaghetti.
Real quick before we continue, just because I want to make sure, Joe, we heard you, but you're actually kind of quiet right now. Do you have any mic settings you can mess with, or do you have
Yeah,
a
I
mic
can-
near
You
you?
can turn the manual volume up, I guess.
That-
Is this better?
Yes.
That is a lot
better.
better.
Okay,
Molto
sorry about
bene.
that.
No, you're good. I just don't want you to think that you're being heard. You know.
Well,
So-
my crotch.
We all
We-
smile and nod.
Strangely enough, we heard the whole rattle ramble, if you will. So
TM. Rattle ramble.
TM, the rattle ramble. All right,
Ramble.
Jen, take it away.
All right. Well, then let's get into it. If you want to move over to that map view, might as well just jump in.
Jump.
Jump.
Go ahead and jump.
Jump around.
All right. Well,
Jump up and get down. Sorry, I'll stop.
someone's trying to find us on the map.
Oh,
Bottom right.
Kind of middle-ish, but bottom right.
bottom correct. Here we are.
All right.
did it.
Last, we saw our adventurers, even though we heard Rattle's ramble. They were following the leads that they gathered around Eulatorf and the follower propaganda that they had found, leading them to the Arcana shop, Victoria's Secret, and learning of the orphan boy who came earlier to buy supplies from her. After picking her brain for a moment, the group made their way to gather the eye that they left at the Snoring Bear and made haste back to the orphanage to meet Killian, the 14-year-old boy who knew quite a bit about the followers and how to find them, but he was slightly misinformed about some technicalities and really overall didn't know exactly what he was trying to do. He just knew he was trying to live. Almost as if it was a fateful encounter. The group realized that the eye was the last ingredient needed for the portal ritual to be completed for the demi-plane's doors to open on the material plane. With false promises left to Killian about telling him that they will ask Merkel to spare him, the group went into the demiplane without seeking any more information except the Book of the Followers that Galvin took from Killian. After an intense battle with the door-protecting gargoyle, Rav almost went down, and the group was forced to find a place to rest, knowing full well that Cornelia knows where they are, that they are in imminent danger. Shift work was decided, and we meet up with our adventurers, Rattle, Kuros, and Chains, who took up spots to sit while watching to sit and watch while Ravelana and Galvin barricaded themselves in a room with cots.
Ew.
So, does everyone want to explain their positions that they took during shift work?
I mean, Rattle just picked a dark corner where he felt like he could see most of the room and be able to be real loud if something happened. He's up there, across from the little pool there in the big statue.
Yeah, Kuros is gonna kind of sit next to Rattle and spend this part of the watch to just kind of talking to Rattle and probably explaining a lot of what's in my book, because talking to somebody who only repeats what you say, talking about yourself.
Hey, it's like a backup hard drive for you, right?
Yeah, exactly. Now all my stories are recorded in Rattle's brain.
Oh my god.
And then Chains went down to this southern corridor and kind of kept watch.
You went down where? Oh, okay, cool. All right. So, during the shift, while the group was laying low, watching out for danger in the corridor in the corner, down the hallway to the left of the room, the group hears two voices and footsteps getting closer.
So you're saying from like right down there?
Correct.
Yeah.
So down in the hallway that Chains was standing at, they hear some voices of people walking and talking. And the voices are getting closer.
So Rattle definitely, if he heard it, wants to, cock his head and like try to get Chains' attention and see if he sees anything.
Yeah, if I'm assuming I'll be hearing this first,
Mm-hmm.
so I just kind of want to like look to them and make kind of like a I don't even know, a signal.
Yeah, Rattle wants to like
Whisper.
knock an arrow then.
Okay. So you prep.
Kuros is gonna make his way over kind of near Chains.
All right. Cool. So you guys are hanging out. You hear down the hallway that the voices seem to have stopped, but they're loud enough that you can hear them clearly. They are standing at probably wherever the end of the hallway is. And you just hear one of the voices sounds pretty disgruntled. It says, "I just need to check. I think something happened to it." And the other voice says, "Okay. And then they start to make their way towards you guys down the hallway.
Making my way downtown.
Okay. I'm sorry. Before they head this way, I wanted to get up against this corner and just kind of like listen for their approach.
Okay.
How,
Roll perception. How what?
Perception.
I was gonna say, how much time has passed since Rav and Galvin started resting?
It's been about 2 to 3 hours.
Okay, so they're not up to snuff yet then.
Correct.
They're out like a light. Kuros is gonna kind of sit on the edge of this like raised area here, casually.
Okay.
I see Chains like getting up against the wall, and I'm gonna draw their attention to give them a bit more hidiness.
Okay.
And Rattle wants to take up position on this stairwell here.
Okay. So both of them rolled horribly. Absolutely did not notice you guys shuffling around.
I rolled an 11 for perception.
Okay. So you did see them just in time. They do not see you.
Cool.
So they stop, and he said, "Wait, I have to disengage the trap." So you hear them shuffling around, clicking some buttons, and then it goes off.
Oh no.
And you hear "fuck" down the hallway. And he goes, "God, you freaking moron." You hear him like dragging him down the hallway, and they end up going the other direction, one of them being dragged.
Sweet.
So failed. They tried. But so they leave down the hallway. Do you guys do anything?
Okay. Is it dark in here or is it lit? I can't remember if it was
when you
lit or
guys
not.
broke the crystal orb, the light in the room whittled away. Sorry, I saw Sumner dab like a loser.
You asked if it was lit in here. I had no chance. I had no option.
You're fired.
You are fired.
So it is what level of light?
Dim.
Dim. Got it. Okay. I can see in this.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna poke my head around, just make sure the coast is clear.
You do not see them.
Cool. Kuros, it appears they have left. I will check on what they were fiddling with. You wake the others.
Be careful. They said it was some kind of trap or something.
I have an eye for these things.
All right, I trust you.
Okay.
I'm gonna
He'll
go.
see them conversing and just wants to like shuffle up because he doesn't want to be left out.
Oh.
I give Rattle like a little pat on the back as I go to wake up Galvin and Rav.
He like nods at you like eagerly, like yeah, that's a good idea we had.
I want to kind of look around, see if I can find out the whole trap mechanism here. What's going on with
Roll
it?
investigation. When you walk down the hallway, you do see, because you heard holes in the wall at a specific length.
Gotcha.
spot. Yes.
I was rolling a what again?
Investigation.
All right, I got a 9.
All right. So
Or do I get advantage because I knew about all that stuff?
you would get advantage on finding it, but not investigating it.
All right.
What does that even mean, Jim?
What does it mean? No. That's what I mean. So you're looking at it and you know that this is an arrow trap, especially since even though you got an 8, you saw some arrows on the floor. So put
yes.
2 and 2 together.
Very small man. Got it.
Very small man.
He didn't get
What?
hit by all of them.
Oh, he did not. Got it. I was like, what? All right. So you guys' night progresses. Did you want to try to disengage that?
Yes.
Okay. What is that, sleight of hand?
Sure.
Yeah, it is. Do it.
I got a 9.
Okay. An arrow comes flying out at you, and you take 4 damage.
Bummer, dude.
Would you like a nap?
Be right back. I'm
So
gonna
you
sleep this
failed
off.
to disengage the trap.
Bummer, dude.
Arrow. Bummer.
Rattle would have heard the jaguar squall.
It wouldn't have been that
Right?
bad. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
What's happening?
Joe, you're
What?
cutting out, but you can still hear you.
Oh, we can
He's
hear.
frozen.
There it is.
Sorry.
Hello.
Strange face.
I thought you were gonna disconnect for a minute. Go ahead. What
Oh
were you
my
saying?
God, oh no.
Sorry, I
Yes,
was gonna
you would
say-
have heard him kind of meow.
Ow.
Meow.
That
hurt.
Chains
Wow.
gets hurt. I just imagine like the sound of stepping on a cat's tail when there's like.
So Rattle would go and tend to him, or at least like go and check and make sure he wasn't dead.
Just comes around the corner. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Would I feel reasonably safe that like there's nothing between me and him to worry about?
Roll for perception.
Or you could ask me.
Nah.
Are you okay?
That's what Rattle wants to do.
But he's never heard
Rattle
somebody
wants
say,
to
"Are you
nod
okay?"
his head and
Are you
and
okay?
kind of like shrug and ask like, "Okay, safe."
I will look over, and I'll wave you over,
Okay, so Rattle's going
and,
to.
and then I'll tell you to stop when it's like too far.
Perfect. Okay, so yeah, Rattle comes up and he kind of follows Chain's lead there, and I guess kind of like he's gonna kind of sign and inquire as to where it is, what happened, you know, what the sitch is.
Okay. Too bad there's not a communication check here.
Animal handling.
Rattle knows
Animal
like basic
handling.
words too, and he's gonna pull one from the Kuros book, and he's gonna be like, "Is there a trap?"
Can you do that again?
Yes, I did not manage to disarm it. I only activated it.
Oops.
Give that a
It's a
whirl there.
hand with arrow in it.
I love how, like,
How?
you weren't hiding it. You're just like, no, I tried to disarm it, but it just activated.
But yeah, so Rattle wants to be like, might I give it a whirl there?
It's just taking forever. Anyway, you can roll for sleight of hand to turn it off. I love that.
He does the whole to you.
Rattle like gives a sign of respect. Got a 15 on his sleight of hand.
Slams head against wall, disarmed.
You take 4 damage
Damn it!
as an arrow
Wow.
comes out at you.
That
So now
15
you
didn't
both
clear it.
bleed with arrows. in
Out of
your hand.
ammo yet?
Y'all can high five now.
I was actually helping him, and I had my hand on top of his hand, so it's like they're just like pinned together.
Now you're stuck together.
We just run down the hallway really fast. Maybe we'll just take them all.
What if you like low crawl through the hallway?
Kuros is gonna. I'm just kind of like, Galvin and Rav have been taking a good rest. Maybe we could use them as shields to just even out the damage.
No.
of us.
Rattle,
The
scared and
dumbest.
dejected, is going to waddle back to the cot room.
All right.
Just like we're having a whole lot of trouble with this one thing.
And he's gonna pet Mavris on his way.
My dog is currently high on pain pills, so she can't be the dog.
Oh no.
To have the dog disarm the
Oh.
trap, it'll
So
blink
bark,
away
bark.
fast enough.
Yeah, no kidding. We ought to put Mavris
Oh
to
no.
work here.
Okay.
Shit, that was out of character. That's Joe being a terrible person.
Yeah, no metagaming, jeez.
Yeah, Joe.
I mean,
Does Chains go back to the room as well with them?
Yeah, sure.
I want to be spooning Galvin.
I
you
joined.
rolled off your cot and into his cot to spoon him in a drunken stupor.
You
My
hear me in
gosh.
my sleep go, Ricky.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god!
Walking into the room as that happens, and I turn to Rattle with the most excited look on my face, like,
Just excitedly like waves his hands and like jumps in a little circle.
I'm just silently doing that.
Mostly did it because he has feathers and I'm moist and I can absorb them.
So
without
as you
getting-
guys step into the room, the door closes because you guys are like switching shifts, listening to Galvin talk about his not love. You hear the iron portcullis out in the room open, and there's 2 other people kind of making their rounds. You can gather that by hearing the same 2 voices that you heard. And does anyone listen to their conversation?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, roll perception, both of you guys, not everyone.
Oh.
You're asleep!
Galvin and Rob are still asleep, right?
15.
Yeah, for this
Okay,
lesson.
cool.
Rattle's just standing
Wow.
awkwardly over Galvin.
A 15 and a 12? Okay. So, you guys are like pressed against the door while Rattle is trying to wake them up in the best way he can.
He just makes the sound of an alarm clock.
Opens his mouth and it just comes out.
You hear the footprints of the 2 people that were in the hallway before, and one of them says, "I fucking knew it. I knew something happened to this crystal. That's why I couldn't plane shift in here from the house." The other guy says, "Do you think people who did this are here?" He reaches out and hesitates, and he puts his hand back. "So how did you get back? From Cosmo?" The guy says, "Yeah. He was nice enough to let me use his altar at the comedy club to get back here. Otherwise, I would have had to shift into a halfling and sleep on the streets tonight." He laughs, and the other guy scoffs and looks back at the crystal. "Well, Cornelia sent a message that one of the search parties made it to one of our demiplanes." And then you can hear them kind of beginning to walk.
I
again.
burst out of the room. I am launching myself at them.
Are you?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, roll 2 for damage hitting. Roll to do something.
Stab them with your arrow hand.
Rattle standing over Galvin is just like, the fuck?
So, okay. I'm what's really happening is I want to take one hostage, and I want to like take him
Grapple?
and sure, yeah, that one.
Okay, strength check, grapple check. Against me, I got a 4.
Okay, me too.
So they're like, oh god, and it alerts the other guy to come and attack you.
I got a
You like
slap.
grab him with like a weak, like limp wrist grab, and he.
And he got a 19.
Oh,
So he
good.
hit.
Chains, come on.
I like to party.
He stabs you with a 5 damage.
You know a bird and
Oh.
shelf are about to come waddling out of here.
Yeah, you guys hear him
Is it time
yelp.
Like, are we in combat now?
And that was how much
I
damage
guess
again?
so.
Should we roll initiative?
Sure.
Okay, that's 21.
How much damage did he hit me with?
Roll
5.
for
Okay.
initiative.
This is a
I
good
got a
ship.
19. Whenever I wake up.
Let it be known. Let the record show.
Burrow's got what?
Kuros got a 21, 18 plus 3.
What's your dex?
3.
As is mine.
We had this problem before.
Roll off!
All right. Just straight D20.
Straight D20.
Yeah.
Nat 20! Fuck!
Is it really?
This is like one of the worst things you can roll a nat 20 on is a roll off for initiative.
Oh, I
I'm
missed you.
telling that to the person that lost.
I got a
You
He's still going
14.
way up in that order though.
got a 14?
Yeah.
Okay, we got 2 nat 20s. So that's Kuros, and then Rattle, and then Rav, and then Chains. And Galvin, what'd you get?
Nat 1.
Galvin's just asleep.
Galvin is just dreaming of Ricky.
I need my
Bes-
beauty sleep.
That was actually honestly perfect because as soon as he said Nat 1, the music stopped in my headphones. He was like, Nat 1, silence.
Whack, whack.
Wah, wah.
Good job. Alright, so that brings us to Kuros.
Alright,
Get 'em.
Kuros is gonna come out of here fucking swinging his scimitars. Well, I guess
Okay.
the door's open from
When I burst
change-
out.
flying out, yeah. So Kuros is gonna. I mean.
Oh, I didn't get a
as
sneak
he did
attack
that-
thing.
Oh, you fit you're trying to grapple. That was,
First turn.
that was what you did. I'm gonna
Right.
fly out to the dude that Chains was not trying to grapple. Scimitars a flying, and I'm gonna roll to hit twice.
Okay, roll to hit.
All right. Let's see. That is a 12 and a 16.
To hit, you hit once.
Okay. Well, I did 5 damage.
You killed him.
Jesus.
Oh,
Jeez.
straight murder.
Where were these guys in Rattle's hotel room?
Why would they send out the weak ones?
Rattle, why do you
to
want
do
to
an
go to your
assassination mission?
I don't know. Why are you bothering a bird in his nest?
It's a fair question. You answer the man. Just kidding. Sorry.
Squawk!
Squawk!
Don't apologize.
Oh my
Go back
gosh.
to sleep.
Noticing Kuros come and stab the other dude while I'm like fumbling with this other guy. I want to, Kuros, do not kill this one. We need him for questioning.
No, I think you got it pretty well covered. I'll let you have it.
That brings us to Rattle.
I was gonna say, I think you're talking to the wrong combatant.
Oh, Rattle's just gonna run out of the room.
Rattle wants to like squawking static sounds, like shoulder roll out of the room, and then like be on his feet with his fucking bow. And he's gonna shoot at the one tied up with Kuros though, because he's not deaf.
Okay.
24 to hit,
You hit.
9 damage.
He is dead twice.
Oh wait,
You shoot him on the ground.
Shoot a corpse.
seriously,
You're like, Don't-
I remember he killed him with the weak comment. So can I retcon and shoot the
Yes,
one?
I was. Yes.
Rattle, his really good attack roll is just gonna try to hit this guy in the fucking knee
Okay.
with 9 non-lethal damage.
Okay.
angry squawks.
Sorry, it just reminds me of this meme where it's like, I rip out his skull non-lethally. Anyway, so
Literally, that was the best roll I've had in this campaign so far.
Yeah, by far.
Alright, so... Alright, you shoot him. He goes down onto his knee, but he's still up. That brings us to Rav, who's getting out of bed.
I'm like crawling over Galvin and like tripping on myself. Because Galvin is obviously not awake. I'm gonna hear this bite and I can almost get there. Okay. Just gonna stumble my way to like here.
Okay.
And that's all I'm gonna do is just watch.
Okay.
You're just like rubbing your eyes like,
It's like, what is going on?
that cut sucks, what's happening?
Why is that man on his knees in front of chains?
Why did that guy take an arrow to the knee?
Did that guy used to be an adventurer? Or...
Yeah, what's up with that?
I'm so upset I didn't get to that first.
I gave you plenty of room, Joe.
I know, right? I had like a solid minute.
Solid. I was like, time's up, baby. He used to be an adventurer.
Not anymore.
That brings us back to Chains.
Great. I now grapple him, and since he's on his knees, do I get advantage?
You do. Nat 20. He's a strong boy. You roll higher than a 20?
Hang on. I also got a 20 with advantage.
So you keep fighting.
Fumbling, if you will, with this man on his knees in front of me.
Grab the arrow! Yank it around!
Control him with it.
Use your big arm.
So he swings around
Pulls
his
out big
scimitar,
arm.
messes up, doesn't hit you with his 3. You guys are actually fumbling around. There's swords in the air. And that brings us to Galvin.
I'm just
Just a bunch
watching
of
this
Wing Chun.
giggling.
I hear like screaming and squawking in the other room, and I get up, and
What's
I
all
kind
this
of
then?
panic, like thinking, my mission! And I run out to see this scene, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I see this scene, and I go, what is happening? And that's my turn.
God, don't kill him.
What's happening?
Who did this?
We used all of our movement to go watch this.
I want the guard after this to be like, great, now I have to go back home to Whiterun and fill out my career.
That brings us back to Kuros.
Well, Change, would you like a hand with that?
Sure.
I'm going to...
It's his impression of you.
Is that a Mediterranean accent doing an Irish accent?
Yes.
That's
It
difficult.
just cancels it out.
I'm going to roll to knock him out non-lethally twice.
Okay, roll it.
All right.
With advantage.
Slaps with the flats of the blade.
Yeah, I'm just like the butt ends just conk conk. And that's what I want to do. I want to hit him like in the temples at the same time with the butt ends of my scimitars.
Okay.
16 both times.
Okay, you hit both, so you conk him. Bam.
You can cuss him?
What's
Right.
the damage?
And 12 damage.
Non-lethal.
You, he
Non-lethal.
spits in your face. He's still up.
That's mighty rude.
He's like bleeding out of his
I
temples.
would grab the one that's like beefy for some reason.
Of course you did.
I was trying to take a hostage.
One of these guys
Rattle.
within the others.
Okay, so does a 14 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so he's already being grappled, so I'm gonna try
Yes.
to do non.
He just got conked.
But what I'm for flavor's sake, I want Rattle to have like the short bow around his neck and be like trying to pull it back to like choke him out.
Okay.
He's not grappled, by the way. I
You
guess I
guys are
didn't
like
succeed.
fighting. No,
They're
you
like
didn't succeed.
slap fighting.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, so I
just a bunch of
misunderstood.
Wing Chun.
I thought the two.
They're
were-
basically like back and forth evenly.
Okay, so never mind. I want to roll to grapple then
Okay.
with my bow.
You were so small.
I'll get him.
This music is
Got a
so
4.
epic for what's happening.
Epically trying to
Also got a
grab this
4.
guy.
No way. Okay.
Yes.
You're so slippery.
Literally everybody is
Guy's just-
wobbling.
It's because it's the one that got shot with the arrow, and then he's dripping with blood. He's slick.
Everyone's
Like-
like,
Rattle's like trying to force the bow down over his head, but it's like the wrong way.
Galvin wakes up, sees all this. I fall asleep for 4 hours. And this is the
My gosh.
shenanigans.
that
I'm
brings us
laughing
to
about
Rav.
I am laughing.
Odds.
I'm gonna spend my turn laughing, just giggling.
Okay.
Because I know if I punch this man, he'll probably die. And I'm
Alright,
like, you're doing real good.
bleeding everywhere. He's like,
You're doing real good. You pull out like a flask and real good.
Rattle's like angrily glaring at Waterfriend right now. He's like,
all right, that brings us back to Chains.
Oh, good.
Well, we know what time it is.
Guess what I'm gonna try?
to grapple.
I'm gonna grab him.
Is it a jackal?
it's a grapple.
Oh, thank God.
Grapple.
Got an
Is it a
18.
grapple?
He got an 11.
Good.
All right, he finally goes down.
Punch him in the head.
All right, he's non-lethally down on the ground.
I'm clapping.
All right.
She shuffles back into the room to go to sleep.
Yeah,
This does
bye.
not bode well.
Oh, we
for the
handled
rest
that
of the
well.
dungeon.
So he's down on the floor and he's like,
Cool.
Let's drag him into our cot room.
That's not a great start.
Let me show you something.
You're a cleric of Lathander, sir.
Sumner said that. Not it was Galvin. But, okay.
Rattle just said it for exposition.
Ah.
But in Galvin's voice.
All right. Let's switch to
Let me
passive
show you my
music and
cot room.
talk to
change,
the
change that music, boy.
All right, I'm gonna bind his hands behind his back, and I'm gonna tie up his feet, and I'm gonna hang him from his feet on the I don't know, is that a staff that like is being held out from the statue?
It's just on his hand.
Okay, perfect. In the hand.
Okay,
Gonna be
roll
hanging
for
from the
strength to pick him up.
Are you Batman?
I am Batman.
I want to roll to help. I want to provide the help action.
Okay.
I'm still waking up.
Processing.
Okay.
Rattle wants to
Okay,
go over
that was a
and
strength
like,
check.
Yep.
With advantage.
I got a 17. Oh, with advantage?
Yeah, for
Oh,
helping.
okay, hang on. One more time. Yeah, 17.
Good job, Galvin. I was there when you needed me.
So you successfully
Good job
lifted him up.
yourself.
His feet are propped on
Says
the
that next to
hand.
Chains. Chains just gives him like a weird. Okay.
Sorry, go ahead, Jen.
Hey, I was here.
So his feet are propped on the hand, and he's hanging upside down, and the crystal ball in the hand of Merkel is broken.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I take my dagger out of that too.
Okay, you have your dagger back.
You ever take that arrow out of your hand?
No. He looks down. That was why it was hard to grapple him.
Dang it!
So just to clarify, he's still awake, right?
Uh-huh. Now
Okay.
he's bleeding upside down.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Rattle wants to hop up on the closest person's shoulders and twist the arrow
What
In his
the
knee?
in his knee.
All right, you hear him.
Bro,
Hold
that's a Mike
waiting
Goose
for a
report.
question to be asked before he does that. but
Oh,
he's in
he just
position.
starts twisting. He's like, this is fun.
It's like an Indian
Put his
burn, but
hand on
way
the
worse.
arrow.
Is this Guantanamo Bay?
He's looking at him in the eyes.
Absolutely.
All right, so you have Rattle.
Alright, we'll use Rav to waterboard him.
Okay, cool.
Just like dangle your hair over his face.
Galvin's gonna stop all that shit, by the way.
I'm gonna wander over here.
Galvin's gonna trust Rattle and let him do what he's gonna do.
I was just
Hand
hanging
on
him
the
up
arrow,
to.
but he's not going to just like joylessly hurt this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've moved on to torture.
I guess I should get closer for this. All right, what's the plan, Stans?
Who do you work for? No, wait.
Who does not
It's number 2.
Rob, that's right, buddy. You show that turd his boss.
Well, Rattle assumes that somebody had some questions he wanted to ask, otherwise he wouldn't be doing
Galvin, do you got questions? Or are we just gonna let this dude
You
bleed?
see the guy, like, his blood is, like, circulating closer to his mouth. He's just upside down. It's just
I wanna wipe his
mouth.
I wanna wipe his mouth for him.
Thank you.
It's just as
I'm
moist,
gonna-
but it's no longer blood.
I'm gonna take his hair and kind of pull his head upwards, so he's
So
not.
you look at him, and it's the same, like, gray skin with the black and the veins. And his eyes are just complete, like, voids, and he's just got blood everywhere, and he looks at you.
I'm gonna look
He's
at
just,
him.
like, drooling.
I go.
He's also
"Ugh,
moist now.
gross. Show some
He looks at you,
professionalism.
You're fucking gross.
Gross.
What is this place?
Follower's dead.
I slap him. Try that again. What is this place?
The follower's den.
Are you a follower?
How did you get here if you're not a follower?
Spaghetti.
I'm gonna.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna shake his head a little bit. Just.
Blood's like
Are
spurting
you
out
a
both sides.
Are you a follower?
Yes.
Cool. All right. Anyone else?
Rattle wants to like get right up in his face and be like, "The chosen one," and then twist the arrow just a little.
What are you saying?
The
Where?
doppelganger. Where's the? I'm sorry, Joe. What?
Yeah, that's
Where?
fine. We can
They can
Both
duel.
do it.
Where's the
for power.
child?
slap.
I don't know.
Good cop, bad cop routine over here.
Bad cop. Bad cop.
Bad cop is so
It
much
works sometimes.
Rattle, I'm gonna step in front of them. Give the man a break. Listen, we're looking for somebody that was
He's
taken.
just bleeding.
I'm gonna keep wiping his mouth because I learned in interrogation school that if you do that, it's nice and they'll like you. And so I'm gonna
I'm gonna spin
does
the lay
like you.
hands point to
smearing it.
stop the bleeding.
Okay. So you lay on hands him enough for him to stop bleeding.
Yeah.
Kuros,
He's just wet.
you tell me to go easy on him, but I see blood dripping from your swords, and I believe they're his blood. They're his blood? It's his blood.
Well, it's
It's complicated.
Galvin. You catch more flies with honey than vinegar. You know
I-
that saying, right?
I agree with him.
I didn't hit him with a sword.
Rattle just gets right in his face and he's like, "Vinegar."
Kuros, go ahead, please.
Listen,
I'm holding
we're
his
looking
hair
for
up
someone.
still.
We're looking
Okay.
for someone.
Who?
A small child. He seems to be here against his will. Do you have any idea where someone like that is or might be kept?
No.
I dropped the hair.
Well, then what is in this den? We were helping someone out and this portal opened up and we thought we'd check it out so that they would not be
I
in
kind of
danger.
raised my hand. And I'm like, also, what's with the stabby statue?
Protector.
Well, but
What is in this
what is
place?
the rest of this place? Yeah, what he said. What's in the rest of here? This is where you
This
hang
is-
out, like a clubhouse.
This is a follower den on a demiplane created by Cornelia for us
Rattle
to follow
looks-
her.
Rattle looks at Kuros and says in the exact same voice, he's like, follower's den. He like accentuates the A.
Right.
Or
But what is a follower's den? Is it just a place where you hang out and?
Protection.
All right, so it's like a hideout. So you guys
Obviously,
are like bad guys.
it's not working very well.
Is anyone else here?
What a change. We know there are other people here. We heard them earlier.
Rattle goes, "How many?"
There's.
Arrow twist.
I don't know. I just started.
Well, why'd you start? This seems
Yeah,
like
what
an
the
awkward
hell-
place to-
Surely there was an orientation.
yeah, did you have like a packet?
Aside from that, this place doesn't seem like a good place to work. I think you should find another line of work.
I want to start searching him while he's upside down, looking for like a new employee pamphlet.
That's a good idea.
Welcome to the light
ooh,
of Lathan.
look-
You signed it.
Look for his rings.
He said, "You only get here if you're invited, or if you defy Merkel. And if you
We-
defy Merkel and you're not a member, you're not getting out."
Interesting.
Hmm.
Very interesting.
Defy
So I
Merkel.
imagine
We definitely did one of those things.
Squawk.
We definitely did one of those two things, That's very true. One of those two things is something we did.
As a group.
I'm having about 12 regrets joining this party.
So
Rattle's getting sick of this guy's sass.
I point to the portcullis. I say, "What is down this hole?"
The portcullis?
Is that the big
like over
Big-
here.
iron door?
The rest of the plane.
Huh.
There's 10 ways in.
What are they?
How many snakes are on this plane?
You broke it. That's the way out.
Rattle wants to like look like at everybody, and then he's gonna be like, "Broke? What?"
This is like a
Like-
fly
He's
trap.
just looking at his feet because you broke the crystal.
Score.
Don't we have a
Oh,
crystal?
if this is
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't we pick one up?
Rattle your
Yeah.
crystal.
You
Well-
had used the crystal to open the portal, and it stayed there to keep the portal open while you walked
Oh, okay.
let me ask you this,
Oh.
Boyle. If this is like a hideout for you guys, are there any other types of demi planes that you go to other than secret clubhouses?
in. He laughs and spits blood.
I wipe his mouth. I think it's okay.
I like Thank you, Rav.
Cups.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't want you to get that new virus
you
that's
make him a
going
bit more
around.
cooperative for
New
me.
virus.
Oh, do tell, I haven't heard.
Kovacs 18.
Rattle, would you mind making this man a little bit more cooperative?
Rattle like
Just kill me. I've already failed.
Rattle puts like one finger on the arrow and like spins him in a circle with it, and then he goes, "Cornelia, where?"
Like I know, I met her on the initiation ceremony, and that was it.
Which
Okay,
was
that'll-
where?
Grabs the arrow.
Here in Eulatorf, there's one in every city. Do you guys read?
No, we don't.
Not often, no.
That's
It's like what's in his book.
Do we
No,
look like we
never.
read?
I never read.
On an as-needed basis.
Oh man, Joe thinks we should probably just cut this guy down and
Yeah.
Oh,
Sumner
well,
also
We should
Whoa,
take
whoa,
him
whoa.
prisoner.
Killing a man is
I
The
was
whole
gonna
time.
I was gonna make him walk in front of us as we
Yeah.
walk through the traps.
I like
Yes.
that. You,
very
do you
nice.
suggest
That's very
that?
cruel. Look,
Go ahead, sorry.
guys, look. It's one thing to kill someone in combat. I do feel bad about killing that man, but this guy's
He's
not
hanging upside
harmless
down.
now. Like,
Yeah, I mean, he could lead
And
us
you're
through
gonna-
here,
that's such a cruel thing to do.
but not the traps. We're not
It-
gonna.
It is
Rattle's
cruel.
just gonna take the
Gross.
initiative and cut him down here.
Yeah,
Well, okay, but like logically, he would know where the traps are. He would defuse them before he went through them.
Right.
He's
He's
he
not
has a
gonna
real initiative.
willingly walk into the trap.
We're
Well,
not gonna like
right.
push him into the arrow trap.
He is like a brand new initiate. He might not know all the traps or even remember if he does
Yeah,
know
he
them.
said. Yeah, he.
Plus, using
Was he
a man
actually
as
the one
bait
that,
for
that
traps-
activated that trap when he walked around there? Would I have
You can search his body for.
I
other
actually,
arrow holes?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I was actually searching his body earlier. By the way, I let the
Oh,
conversation.
you did. I'm
continue.
sorry. You were looking for a
Well, I mean,
pamphlet.
That was
You
that was
specified.
half a joke, but yeah, I was investigating his body.
Don't they all have rings? Can we
Actually,
just
I got a 5 anyway, so.
steal his?
Did not find the pamphlet.
Sparkle
does-
in you.
Rav, did you want to take the ring off of him? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh god, now he's dead.
Oh no! Wait, no! I forgot.
She's trying to put it back on his dead body.
Come back!
I was drunk during this whole thing.
That's what you get for drinking during combat.
Wait, so is he or is he not dead, Jen?
She took the ring off of his hand. He
Okay, so-
died.
Back.
I looked at Kuros and say, I say, I was going to keep him alive.
Right.
I
Guess
turned
I'm the one looking for
Well, it
traps.
wasn't my idea to take the ring off his finger.
But it was yours to draw blood from the sword that is currently dripping onto your boots.
I
Rattle Just like pats Rav on the back.
Anyway, well, this dungeon has started off extremely well. I say we continue.
I hand the ring.
Chains gives a whole one of these and walks away from he just leaves the guy in
Galvin,
that
I follow
pool.
Chains.
you wanted to sleep for 8 hours, didn't you? There's only been like 6. I think it's time someone else got a rest. As I look to
hand
Chains
the
and
ring.
Rattle, like, would you like a rest? I think it's time for Galvin and Rav to have a watch, don't you?
Rav's
I mean,
like,
no, it's her.
Yeah, that's
cat
fine.
nap over here.
Oh, you passive aggressive.
I just
son
murdered
of
a man on accident.
Kuros is passive
Somebody
aggressive.
call 911.
I need a drink.
My
All right.
goodness.
So, a short rest or what?
You guys
we're
get your
getting a
long
lot-
rest if you take your second shift. That was the
Yeah,
first
the-
shift.
Yeah, it's only been
Remainder of
like 6 hours.
All
I'm
right.
gonna hand that ring to Galvin and be like, "This is a you problem now."
This is an hour problem.
No.
And that's where they leave to go to bed.
As I'm going to bed, I am going to, when Rav has her back turned, take out a little flask of alcohol that I have and take a drink for the dead.
I
and
smell
put it
something.
away. Yeah, just
Is actually
I
gonna
hold
be-
her back. No. You killed someone because you drank.
Hey, you don't get to guilt me.
I'm just being objective.
Rattle's gonna be in this pile of nonsense with his head against the wall.
All right. So the other group kind of splits up to take the rest of their long rest. That went great.
Gonna hang out.
Good at resting.
So Rav is feeling probably a little on
I feel
edge
terrible.
from killing somebody. How do you guys set up for your watch?
I'm gonna set up by the hallway, the long hallway, kind of like on the corner, chilling.
Oh, before we go to bed, I want to mention about that trap down the hall, so don't just like walk down there willy-nilly.
What are you implying?
Thank you, Chains. We'll keep an eye out.
He closes the door behind
You
him.
get it wrong, it hurts.
So, Galvin, you have enough time to read a little bit of that book that you took from Killian.
That's right. So I begin. I sit on one of the crates or barrels, whichever. I sit in crate and barrel,
Yeah, I was about to
and
say that.
I begin sifting through the pages, trying to find something that sticks out to me.
All right, so you get through about 2 chapters. Chapter 1 essentially is a call to action, written about
Boring.
Cornelia and her plan. Cornelia spent years proving her worth to the followers of Merkel so that they will support her in gaining power from Merkel. Cornelia is the first person to openly go against the ancient teachings about the agreement between Lathander and Merkel, and the book seems to be written prior to stealing the doppelganger. In chapter 2, discusses the benefit of supporting Cornelia. Cornelia created demi-planes around Oblivion Isles to house the followers of Merkel's to protect them. The demi-planes were created specifically to house the different groups of followers of Merkel, to protect them from search parties when the action is taken, in caps. And also to provide power to the followers by giving them the ability to go back and forth between the planes with eyes. The eye is a crystal ball that houses the plane shift ability, tapped into by being a part of the followers and accepting an oath ring. By taking an oath ring, a follower is giving their life to Cornelia in exchange for protection and plane shifting, and deception power by essentially giving all identity to her and being provided the ability to shapeshift into any form of humanoid creature.
Oh,
So that's about how much you read in your 4 hours.
that is
Good lord.
that is unnerving.
Do you tell these little tidbits to me as you find them interesting?
Yeah, I do that thing where I go, oh, and I go
did you
like,
know?
Raph, did you hear this? They can do that. They can do
No,
this.
you're telling me it right now.
No, I'm literally telling you everything
Yeah,
you heard
I know.
from Jen.
Yeah, I know.
But I want to hear you say it.
When you say "did you know," I'm just like, no, I'm knowing right now.
Joe, don't test me.
Don't test me.
So these things are basically changelings that they have been granted the power to turn into anything or any humanoid, I assume.
So I feel less bad killing them now.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, not too bad. And there's quite a few of these hangouts, as Kuros put it, throughout Oblivion Isles to house these followers. We may have a larger task at hand than we previously anticipated. We have a lot of searching before us. How long has it been? Goodness.
I've been reading for so long.
I don't have a concept.
It's been
of time.
15 minutes. God. Dang it.
How long do they need to sleep? I need to go back to sleep.
I think
You
we
do-
should all fall asleep.
With that, when the long rest is over, you do thumb through the book and see that there are 37 chapters.
I get
You
excited.
read 2.
Ooh. Like a
You
bird.
read 2. You're like, I have stuff to read on our trips. So, all right. So who was laying on what bed in the cot room? Did you guys just all go pile up? I know Rattle was.
I think I'm here. On,
Who wants to lay in the bed I was just in?
yeah, I chose the non-moist
Kuros
one.
does.
Rattle's against the
Absolutely
wall.
used to wet, like sleeping in wetness. It's like home. I get under the covers. I'm just like under the sea.
All right. Get out of here. So done. Sea elves no more.
Sea elves
So-
are now banned.
Wow.
As Chains gets up from his rest, you sit up and you kick a box with your feet. Like as you swing your feet over the
Mhm.
cot, you like kick a little box.
What's all this then? Just kidding. That's not what he would say.
It's what?
I reach down and I take out this box. Is it
small
kind of like,
shoe-sized box?
is it in any kind of ornate or anything?
Looks like a cardboard box. Inside of it is just several like crumpled notes. It has an open top. Do you look through the notes?
Yeah.
All right. You see several poor drawings of the Merkle symbol, and on the back of one of them is a small note written in common that says, "What if I changed my mind?" And as you keep digging through the notes, you see that at the bottom of the box is an etching of the symbol of Lathander on it.
Ooh.
You are not allowed to humanize these people, Jen.
That's okay. Kuros will do it for you.
Damn it.
Before I recognize this this Lathander symbol, I find this piece of paper with, it's like a child drawing. It says me and Lathander.
They're holding hands.
Galvin, did you draw that?
If you don't show Galvin, I'll be very upset.
Hey, Galvin!
I'm his hand! For Lathander's sake!
Is there a foot of Lathander?
That is none of your business.
Are you right hand
I,
or left hand?
It's dominant. How's that?
I bring the box out to Galvin and I show him the contents.
Oh, you actually show me. Hot damn. What is what is the I see the symbol. Oh. So it seems some of these followers may have some type of sense of reluctancy. That's good to hear.
No, it's bad. Makes me feel bad.
You should feel bad, Raph. You killed a man earlier.
I come out. You know, this is probably why, Galvin, we shouldn't also be making them walk forward into traps like cattle.
The same man you swung a sword at, or a different one?
Well, I hit him with the blunt end of my sword.
I distinctly remember he did no stabbing in that.
I see. But the
He killed the
two
other
hits
one.
to the temple, totally cool. Moving on. So,
That's why he couldn't remember anything.
In the heat of battle, you do what you got to do.
all
Once
right.
someone's rude, Galvin, it's torture at that point.
From here on out, I would appreciate it if we utilized non-lethal damage with these cultists in case they have the same type of reluctancy. I'd rather exercise the benefit of the doubt when possible. Is that understood?
Glad you're finally.
I can't tell my fists not to punch somebody and kill them. But okay.
Hey, well,
My life is on the line. I will defend it.
I hit less hard.
I will pull my punches, and when we all die, it'll be your fault.
if he's
Oh my
if they
goodness.
are restrained, I ask that you also restrain, if that makes
I
sense.
mean, like what we were doing with the restrained person, except for the person who wanted to push them into arrow traps.
Are we still on this, Sea Elf?
Galvin, I'm not sure if I can.
You
let that go.
passive-aggressive so-and-so.
I'm not sure if I
We
can let
are
that go,
moving
Galvin.
forward from this.
Rattle wants to drag. I've rested, right? Like I've taken.
Yeah,
my-
everyone is rested. You wake up, you kind of gather in the center area, and you see Kuros and Galvin fucking bickering. And-
Rattle wants to ignore that
I thought
entire.
who's more lawful good.
Well, I'm chaotic good. I don't know what you're talking about.
Drag this follower,
Okay.
and he wants to drag him into the hallway
Okay.
and try to slump him like right where the trap went off.
Okay. Roll for strength to see how successful that is.
I don't want
follow.
to help him.
I follow. I am interested in this plan.
Okay,
I
roll
also
with
follow.
advantage from help with Rav.
I trust Rattle pretty implicitly, so I follow him.
That's a 17.
Wait, Ronald, what are you doing?
I'm gonna help my bird friend.
Let the boy work.
That's
So,
that's
as
not
you
right. That's not
slump-
respecting the dead.
The dead body onto the holes where the arrows came out of, you see them go straight through his face. and
Oh,
he's
no!
Slumped
Oh.
against it.
So that's what happens when arrows hit corpses.
Let's not, guys. Come on, can we respect the dead? This man died.
Can you give this Koros? Can you give this guy
Well-
like a
Well, now he's like leaning against it.
burial like you do? To...
So
Well,
I
I-
would say it's effectively blocked.
I did
if that
my
was the
I did
goal.
my funeral rites for these men.
That's what
And now
Rattle
you're
was
saying you're
going for.
desecrating
The
their corpses.
blanket funeral, right?
What was Rattle going for?
Rattle
I gave
was
them their
was
parting
trying
glass.
to use the body to either discern better how the trap works
Uh-huh.
or to disarm the trap itself by blocking the dangerous parts of it.
Okay, so with your strength check, you blocked it. But if you wanted to continue to investigate to turn it completely off, you can.
Well, is it so it's safe now to investigate?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to investigate it to deactivate it.
Okay.
In our defense, this is how medical science becomes better.
Like, this is
By
empirical
throwing
what we're doing.
arrows at
here.
corpses' faces.
What's your roll?
18 investigation.
Oh my goodness.
Ronald,
Okay.
are you a doctor?
So you look underneath the guy. You actually set him onto a pressure plate. So it is on, and it's gonna stay on, but it's already shot. So it hasn't reset.
So
Perfect.
Rattle wants to like get everybody's kind of like eye contact, make eye contact with everybody, and point out the pressure plate, and then kind of like caution everybody that there are pressure plates in this place, and this one is deactivated.
I look to Kuros and say, see? His life was spoken for, now it has saved ours.
You know, we could have solved that in another way as well.
All part of Lathander's plan.
Thank you, Rattle, and I move forward.
Rattle just
Rattle.
like, thank you, Rattle.
All right. So you guys all head down the hallway.
I
Yep.
do at least.
Okay.
I will be very cautious and be like looking for traps the whole time.
Yeah, as I
Just
move
roll
forward,
a
I'm going to
general
be,
perception check.
Well, as I move forward, I'm going to be like each tile that I'm going to step on, I use like my scimitars to kind of like press on it and see if it gives it all before I
Okay.
step on it.
All right. So when you do that, you don't notice any more in the direct hallway. As you make it to the end and you hit the last one and it doesn't pressurize, you are good. And then Chains, what
Coolio.
is your roll for
15.
perception? 15?
Mhm.
You do not see anything else that is concerning. So as you guys begin to, is everyone going down the hall? Anyone else have
Yes.
anything to do?
I'm
Okay.
sobering up and don't like it.
All right. As you guys walk down the hallway, you begin to hear a low, dull echoing of an exhaustive breath, almost demonic sounding, very hollow, just ahead. The sound stops, and Mavris blinks away,
Oh, no.
leaving a small, lingering yelp that echoes in the air as he makes his exit.
My boy, good boy.
Rattle wants to be sneaky from here on out.
Okay. So, as you walk into the next area, you see. I need to get the right spots here.
Oh, balls. Here we go.
So listen.
Okay.
Gross is feeling very oppressed by Chains' new accent.
Okay, so as you guys could walk into the next area, you see a very large starry tear in the floor with 2 bridges over it. One of the bridges appears to be snapped and broken, and down the way you look up, as you look up into the sky, you see basically stars. And you see the tops of the large stone buildings that you just left, and you turn and you see more. You see 3 open entrances to the other stone buildings, one down the right past the bridge that is not broken, and 2 over on the other side of the bridge across from the tear. Across the broken bridge is the first entrance, and you hear distant laughter, a few people chatting loudly.
People are having fun.
Are they
It
within
seems like a
eyesight?
clubhouse to me.
So, there's people this way, or there's people this way?
Okay. From the hallway.
So you see 3 entrances.
Here,
Yes.
here,
Yes.
and here.
Yes. Perfect. All right. What's your move?
Which one did you say that the
You
voices
heard
were
laughter coming from the hallways that were across the bridge.
coming from? That one.
This bridge is snapped. I'm going to kind of take the lead here and fly across and
Okay.
look down this hallway.
All
I
right.
just mock the man with wings who can just fly across a bridge. It's broken.
Rattle's like upset that they're separated, so he's gonna like hop up to the edge and knock an arrow, and just kind of like nervously fidget.
All right. I'm gonna pat him on the back. It's all right, Rattle. He's just scouting it out ahead. We're here. We're all here together. Don't
All
you
right.
worry.
So as you look down into the hallway, you see a set of stairs that go up that block the rest of your view down the hall.
Okay. This one goes up. Where's the laughter coming from?
The hallway that, like both of the hallways
here?
that you, yes.
Okay.
Well, Galvin, here. Why don't you take one of our ropes so we can get across, not on the rickety bridge, right close to where all the noise is coming from.
I take out a grappling hook.
The pieces of the bridge, are they like, is it snapped and it's just dangling in the middle?
They're like, yeah, so it's broken in the middle, but it's like laying on both sides of the tear.
Okay. I want to fly down in the middle and kind of like tread air, if you will, and pick up the 2 pieces and cast Mending on the bridge.
Okay.
Nice.
So you mend the bridge, and does there anything for that? It just happens?
It just happens. It's a cantrip.
Perfect. Great. Wonderful job. The bridge is mended. So it looks great. Looks better than it did probably before.
Ooh, I cross with
Well, that's a handy
0.
little trick there, Galvin.
Could that have worked on the
Worry.
dead man?
I don't believe so, Rav. I don't think you can bring people you killed back from the dead.
Pretty sure you can.
You can?
Perhaps at higher levels, but not now.
What does that mean, higher levels?
Higher levels of
Learning.
faith and
Levels of learning.
of learning.
All right, I think I understand.
Once
Okay.
you're a sophomore.
Yeah.
Why would you want to be more soft?
Good question.
I don't know. Makes for easier
So
stabbing.
dumb. All right, what are you guys doing? You guys all
Kuros
cross
is
the
gonna-
bridge?
Kuros is gonna head up these stairs and kind of look
Okay.
around the corner here.
Perfect. So when you look down the hall, you see there's a door on the left, and then down the hall to the right, there is another door. They both appear to be made of wood. As you get close to the door on the left, you begin to hear like snoring, like pretty loud. It's like muffled behind the door. That's kind of what you're hearing in the hall.
I looked at Chains and I say, "Don't take any offense to this, but do you know how to work a lock?"
Well, Galvin, all cats know how to work locks. I see how it is.
That's racist.
What? What? Do you remember? I don't have to defend my words.
He's gonna
Chains.
bicker in the hallway.
Yeah, we're always bickering. Chains,
Is
please.
the
Clearly.
door locked?
My best friend's
Did we
at the
try?
back.
Did we try the door before we could assumed it was locked?
So Chains walks in front of everyone bickering. He goes for the knob, and it is locked.
Okay.
Asking if I knew it was locked. Answer the question.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. I'm being an asshole.
I
Please
break
just,
out my lock picks
like
and I
Because
Jimmy
you were
down
right
in there.
doesn't make it any less racist.
Okay, roll sleight of hand.
Like I'm sobering up. I'm
11.
grumpy.
I hate this dice rolling app. I need my dice.
So you hear it unlock.
Perfect. How big is this keyhole? Can I look through the keyhole?
That's sick.
So as you look through, you see that it is dark. With your dark vision, you see that it is dim. And your very, very, very narrow line of sight, you see the wall.
Perfect.
Wow, man, that's
Oh wow,
Shit.
That's good.
good.
All right,
use of
I
right there.
quietly open the door.
Okay, roll for stealth.
That's good. That's good.
23.
Nice.
Perfect. Without a trace,
Oh.
you on the inside of the room appears to be 4 sleeping cult members on cots. They're wearing muted colors. Next to the beds are piles of their robes and their masks. Their daggers and scimitars lay on top of the clothing.
Can I say I love these icons of these sleeping men?
Me too.
Those
I
look
like
so
the little guy with
peaceful.
the nightcap on.
Yes,
over
one of them has a
the
nightcap.
corner.
I love them.
This
So what
is
are you doing?
the moral quandary.
Okay. I
Are we gonna murder hobo?
okay, I
Yeah, absolutely.
quietly
No, we're
close
not.
the door and I
Okay.
whisper to the others. There are 4 followers sleeping within this room.
They're sleeping.
We should not.
All of their equipment is in the middle.
We may use their equipment to
Yeah,
get
we
around easier.
We could steal their stuff.
I already have some of their stuff, but
Yeah.
yes.
We do,
Good
but
enough.
yes.
Well, for everyone else.
Let's get enough. Let's take them and get what we can, just so that we can all dress up like followers of Miracle.
Okay. So
And
James,
then I would like to recommend that we lock the door and maybe barricade it so they can't.
I was about to break that lock. Hang on, I'm getting there. So
Okay.
Chains dresses in the stuff he's already got. Who knows if the robes fit? We'll find out.
Okay. You put it on. It's a little big.
Perfect. All right, I've got the mask. I've got the cloak on. I
Mhm.
quietly walk in,
Okay. Your
And I'm
23
going-
still stands.
and I'm going to take their equipment and bring it out to everyone else.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Roll
go-
one last stealth check to get
Oh,
to get
Jesus.
out.
He comes out and I'm
don't,
just wearing my
don't.
mask.
I just like trip and everything falls out of my arms. Please don't do that. Okay, thank God. It's a 17.
Okay. You successfully walk back out of the room. I put it at 17. I was mad. So as you guys are on the outside of the door, what do you guys do?
We're gonna start.
I hand them the stuff, and I want to jimmy the lock to where it just, like, I just want to break the lock.
Okay. Strength check.
We're gonna play
Um,
dress up. Behind.
15.
While
Yeah, I'm
okay,
putting
you
on robes and a
successfully
mask.
jam it. It kind of tilts to the side. You know it's broken. While everyone else is going through their clothes, they produced 4 robes, 4 cultist masks, 4 snowshoes, 4 Merkle symbol pins, 1 gold and 13 silver. They also find in one of the robes, in Galvin's robe, there's a picture, and it's all folded. And it's a picture of a guy, unrecognizable now, assuming, but he's holding hands with a pretty elf woman and a dog sitting in front of them.
Aw.
Really glad we
then-
didn't murder them.
And then inside Kuros's pocket, you find a small note that just looks like ratty, like it's been crumpled a million times. There's just a ton of hash marks on it. But then on the other side of it, it says days until next punishment. There's a total of 113 hash marks. There seems to be 82 hash marks crossed out already. That's the exact amount of days since the doppelganger's disappearance and the demise of the southern city of Unosi.
Oh. I take the belongings that were from my cloak and I slide them underneath the door.
The picture?
Yeah, the picture.
Give
You're
them back.
Here you go. Perfect. So that slides under the door pretty easily.
What were those numbers again?
113 hash marks, and 82 of them are crossed out.
That's math.
Math
Math
that I
hard.
apparently
No,
did
actually,
earlier
really
this
bad
week.
right Cool. Got it.
All right, so you guys successfully change in the hallway. What's your move?
Well, now we're going to now I'm going to check out this other door over here. What's going on with that?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Rattle's definitely got as much of that on as he can.
I just imagine Rattle's robes are way too big for him.
They are.
It's like,
Also,
like
how are they
dragging,
wearing
like,
the
30
mask?
behind them.
Oh, okay.
It's at the very tip of his beak.
So Rattle wants to like take one of his daggers and kind of like try to hem off the bottom of the that's like dragging and being stupid.
Okay, that's pretty simple. If you want to roll to see how well, like
Could come down to survival.
yeah, Boy Scouts.
He was an
Man.
Eagle Scout, thank
Rolling
you.
rocks tonight.
More like
22.
Scout.
22.
Yep.
That was good, actually.
Perfectly hemmed. It even has like the folded over and sewed piece still. Like you
Can
just
I
looks
walk
great.
over and appreciate that?
Rattle's like embarrassed. He's like, "Oh, stop."
No, this is really good.
So
Rattle's like comfortable
Kuros
with
is
Frank.
walking towards the door. He hears laughing. It's getting louder, kind of from outside the door. It's like erupting in like various intervals. You hear a man's voice say, "Hand over that money," and the other guy says, "Absolutely no way, you're not cheating." And then laughter erupts again.
We should just walk in and go, all right, guys.
Actually, robe on, mask on, and pendant on. Kuros is just going to open the door.
You
I back
charismatic
up.
bastard.
I don't join this.
Kuros walks in. They all stop and turn to
I
you.
also join.
Okay, Chains walks in, and Kuros walks in. They both stop and turn to you, and they say, "Well, it took you long enough, Stroth and Ardan. We thought we were gonna have to pick up your dead bodies from that inn."
I try to mimic the guy that we hung upside down.
They terrified
Dead
and
and
bleeding.
bleeding. Terrified and bleeding.
I don't like pain.
Everything hurts.
Can
My
you see what this room looks like?
Rattle wants
Yeah.
to
Oh, sorry.
look at Galvin and try to start walking into the room. He's like, "Hey, us too."
Follower.
So you walk into the room.
What matters is that we made it back, right?
Roll performance.
Oh my god.
That's the thing about skill
Some
checks.
finger guns.
Even if you don't have a lot of stuff in it, you can still roll high.
Oh, how the turntables have
18.
tabled.
18. Okay, perfect. He says, "Well, I mean, whatever. Just glad you lived. That most recent search party seems a little above the rest, huh?" And he taps on the chair, and he's kind of like, "Come sit."
Yeah, I take a seat.
You-
Well, they were no match for us.
If you say so. Come on, Ardan, come. 2 gold in. 2 gold in. We're playing a game.
All right, what are we playing?
I come. I'm gonna sit down at this table. I'm gonna be like wordless this whole time.
Pat you on the back. He goes, "Those search parties really got you, huh?"
Oh, he had a rough time with it. Just
He had a rough time with it. You're right. One of the guys with literally 0 gold stands up. Like you can see on the table that like one of them has like an entire pile of gold, and the one of them has like a tiny little pile of 5 gold, and the other guy's like, "Well, I'm going to sleep. Got recruitment tomorrow, so at the comedy club, I am headed out of here." So he starts heading towards the door that you guys came into.
oh, it's not time to leave yet. I mean, it's no time to leave yet.
Why?
Because we just got here. You got to hang out with us a little
We
bit longer,
still
right?
need to drink. We need a drink.
I hear the word drink.
Roll performance, James, please. We need to drink.
I need a drink.
Just gonna stand at that. Excuse me.
I would like to say like, no, never mind. Go ahead. If it goes bad, I'll say what I was gonna say.
9.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm like,
Oh,
oh
Kuros
man,
says,
they really messed it. That throat punch is still hitting you, huh?
Oh, really hurts.
You're trying. It's like a tabaxi trying a human accent.
Damn it. They both failed their passives. It's fine. They believe you.
Benedict Cumberbatch doing an American accent.
Exactly.
What are y'all doing?
What are you doing
I'm
here?
an American. I would like a cheeseburger.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
So he says, "All right, well, if you buy my round, 2 gold in, I'll sit another one. He walks back to the table.
I talk to Rav and I say, is that another door on the other side of that room?
I'm focused on the conversation about drinking. What did you say?
And I see that you are completely distracted. And
I'll throw
I walk in.
for myself.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
you do what,
I don't mean-
Kuros?
Yeah,
I
please.
throw in 2 gold for myself, and I'll play around.
Okay. Perfect.
I will sit and drink with. Did I? I don't know that I ever received any more gold. Did I?
Are you also
Or
broke?
I'm still broke.
Galvin, what are you doing?
I go in, and I walk in with my eyes completely set on this opposite door.
I'm gonna follow Galvin inside, but
And
not-
I go, hi, hello everyone, yes it is me, your comrade. I flip 2 gold over to Chains and I go, oh, what's in this door? I don't remember. And I kind of like do it really quickly.
Please
Like,
roll performance.
All in one fell swoop.
exactly, like one fell swoop. Like
You better
I want
roll
this-
performance.
I want
What the
this
fuck
move
was
over.
Me and
guy.
Rattle have the same expression as this happens.
Just like, what do we do outside this door?
I walked in.
I got a 15.
Okay. They go, okay, Brawl. Sorry about it, man.
Yes,
So,
no problem. I go to open the door.
Rattle wants to just like unsuspectly just like follow, not say anything, just like following using like stealth or something to
That
just try to
awkward
be
follow,
unnoticed
silent
as
guy
he
follow,
waddles
like-
behind Galvin.
Roll
I
for
flip
stealth.
Chains, you have 2 more gold.
I can play now.
All right.
I give
So-
Chains 1 more gold
We need to...
So
and
many
say,
people.
"Give me your drink."
I give her my drink.
Oh,
Rattle
my
just like looks
goodness.
around, he's by himself, and he's just like,
What's the roll?
22.
Oh,
Nice.
you successfully
Oh
just...
my god.
Why are you the single-handedly the most useful person on this team?
Plus 7 to stealth.
So, card game. 2 gold piece buy-in. Each card player rolls a d8, keeping the die hidden.
Well, that's easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch this card game while sipping my drink
All right.
loudly.
So everyone, after you roll your d8, you have a chance to bet, call, or fold. I'll start. I bet 1 more gold.
I also bet 1 more gold. I go all in.
Which is 1 more gold.
So I will bet 1 more gold, and I will raise a silver.
Okay, so the other cultist sitting at the table, he raises it 5 gold. And the third cultist folds.
The gang joins a cult.
I will call the 5 gold. Just so you know, that is basically all my money.
So the same guy who had and Chains is forced to fold because you only had 1 more gold.
I rolled
So-
an 8 though.
No, they put
Oh,
them all
no.
in. Everybody shows their hand now.
Everyone goes all in, yeah.
I got a 7.
All right, so we have 1-8, 1-7, 1-8, 1-5, and 1-1.
What the hell? Why are there so many 8s? I hate you all.
So there
So
was
do the
8.
8 split it?
The 8 split it for time's sake.
Thank God.
I just say, this is horse shit. I mean, this is horse shit. I just stand up, turn around, and walk through that door.
Hey man, you have to take a harsh shit or what?
So 10 gold 5 ways.
Oh, nice.
You folded.
Is-
You don't get money.
10
how is
gold
it-
4 ways.
I was gonna say, because that one guy folded.
Mm-hmm. 10 gold 4 ways. Why is Kuros just running down the hallway?
Because he lost.
Gotta
He's
be like
mad.
this.
He just books it out.
Huzzah! I now have money to spend.
Rattle's
Alright.
just on the other side of the door when Kuros comes through, like hyperventilating, like
Oh, no worries. We're good.
Slowly walk.
All right. So while they are playing poker, we see on the other side, we've got Galvin and Rattle, who went and passed the unlocked door. They're now standing in a hallway.
really glad that wasn't locked.
How awkward did that be?
Just
Just
walks
like,
in.
do one of you guys have a key? But I open the door and I hear you guys come through and I go, took you long enough. All you had to do was just make your way past those people, but no.
I walk in, sipping
But
my
no.
sippy cup. Why are you so mad?
That's a good point.
Wait,
I need
did
to
we
calm
leave?
down. I go
What's the
through
plan?
I go through the door across the hallway.
What's going on, Chains? You still playing?
Oh, sorry.
Rattle just
I don't know. Did we get up and leave or?
Did you?
Kuros, after calming down, is gonna be like, "Well, shit. That my plan was not to leave that room," and he's gonna come back in, but he's gonna try and act all like, "I'm still mad, but I want to play."
I
Right, so
will.
you
Rattle-
sit down to play. Chains, do you stand up?
Oh well. If he was getting up, I was gonna go with him and be like, "Hey, brother, I'll take you out for a beer."
That is the
To
worst.
Kuros?
Yes,
Okay.
because he's so sad and mad.
Sad and mad. So Chains stands up to you, and he stands up at you, and he says, "I can
stands
get you
up
a
at
beer."
me.
No, no.
At you.
No, I gotta win back my money. How
Yes.
people sound.
Kuros has a gambling problem.
he's laying it on too thick.
Real performance.
Both of us or him?
Both of you guys.
He's flown too close to the sun.
Heck yes. That's a 21.
Perfect.
That is a.
Natural one.
That's not my skills. Those are my inventories. Skills.
We're gonna assume that my accent is
19.
actually one of the place I was raised at. So we'll call it.
Texas?
All those
Actual Texas.
actual Texas.
What's your roll, Kuros?
Big O accent.
19. 17 plus 2.
We got
Guys,
Whataburger.
Successfully gyp the cultists once again and sit down to play another round. We'll do it once more before we skip. Roll a D8.
As we're gambling, I want to just be like, so, what's been going on since we left? Take care of that group.
Here it is.
Well,
Anything fun?
I don't know. I guess. I mean, we're just kind of here all the time until we're ordered to go out, don't you know? I mean, you just came back. How was it out
Yeah,
there?
I know.
Haven't been out there in
But
a
is
while.
there any word on when we're going to be sent out again?
You're the one with the missions.
I don't know if
Strath.
anything came in while I was gone.
I mean, I guess, okay. Cornelia announced that some of the search parties here. Isn't that nuts? Maybe not even here. They could be on one of the planes. We don't know if they're here. She hasn't said
Oh.
anything.
Oh, damn, they're in one of the planes?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
Well, let's play. Let's play.
All right. Did you roll your d8s?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What? So we have the first cultist. He raises it by 2. Brings us to Chains.
I fold.
Okay, that brings us to the other fault. The other follower who matches, and then the other follower folds. Kuros.
I look to Chains, not having enough money to keep going, but wanting to. And I'm just like,
Oh,
Royale.
all right. Here's 2 gold. I gave you
2 gold. I
beginning.
match it.
I'm bleeding chips.
I'm not getting a return on my
Lead in
investment, am
chips. All right, so you raised, or you
I matched.
matched? Okay, so back to the first cultist. He raises it 1 more gold. The second cultist matches.
I'm just looking at my cards like, and look at my pocket, and I just dump it all out. It's 9 silver and 7 copper. I'm like 3 copper short from matching.
That sounds like a fold, my friend. Oh, Strath. He just like taps on the table. He's like, "You gonna get that 3 other copper?"
I look at Chains.
He's your sugar daddy right now.
I know.
He just took all my gold.
I give him another gold.
My
God,
goodness.
my murder hobo is like tingling.
It's not
tingling.
happening.
Like,
It's not
oh,
happening.
oh.
While
would
this
be
is
so
happening,
easy.
Rattle wants to like hop up the staircase and like poke his head out and
Okay.
like make sure that he has a clear understanding of the layout of this area.
I
We'll look back outside.
Okay, so he knows that this is one big loop in case they
Yes.
have to get out in a hurry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So the first cultist folds. Second cultist raises it. It's the one with the big pile in front of him.
God damn this asshole.
He raises it 15 gold.
I would like to do an insight check to see if he is cheating,
Okay.
because I definitely heard something about cheating before coming in here, and I don't trust this bitch now.
Kuros, what are you gonna do if he is?
I'm going to be very angry
And
and
blow
call him
our
out on it.
cover.
Just wait. Just wait.
I trust Chains. He's got my back, right?
He's the Chains is okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's racist.
All right.
It's not racist.
What would
It's
that be?
profiling.
Insight, right?
Yeah.
Says
I'm trained in that. +2, but I rolled a 19, so 21. Fuck this guy.
You're unsure.
God damn, he's good.
Really good.
Well, I
What you get for
fold
being
because
arrogant.
there's no way I have 15
Do you
gold.
vocalize you feel like he's cheating?
Yes, I do. I absolutely do.
And he says, Strath, you know me. He like puts all the gold into his tiny pouch.
I do. Yeah, I do know you.
Hey, okay.
And I'm gonna draw my
I
scimitar.
do in fact know you.
I'm gonna draw my
Kuros,
scimitar.
no!
No, I wanted to slam his head against the table.
You still can.
Okay, yeah, I'll look at. I mean, if you're giving me a look.
I given you the signal, and then I
Yeah,
slam his head
No!
into the table. I'm just knocking him out. I want to
Can
knock
we
him out.
hear this?
I'm just
James
giving you a
Kuros.
second to decide what you want to do.
Oh my god!
All right. So I'm
I'm just
slamming
gonna-
this guy's head. What do you want to do? I'm getting a surprise around on him.
You knock him the fuck out. I'm just gonna like look at the other two and it's like it's what he gets for. It's what he gets for cheating.
All right, so before we do that, we're going to cut over to Galvin and Rattle and Rav. Because that's a mess that I don't want to deal with right now.
Got money to
So
take
I'm gonna
here.
say Rattle
Hey, he's
is
got
just
30
like
gold.
nervously looking between Rav and Galvin. He's just like, the fuck are we gonna do?
And this is while they're gambling. This is not like during the thud.
This is while they're gambling, right
This is
before
while
the
they're
fight.
gambling,
So
yeah.
during this time, you guys
That's
are
right.
out in the hall, and Galvin had said that he was going to go into this other room.
That is accurate. I go
Okay.
to unlock it. Or I go to open it myself, assuming it's unlocked like the door I just came from.
It is unlocked, and as you enter the room, there's a cultist man in full garb, leaning heavily over a large book. A crystal sits in front of him on a stand. The table is completely cluttered with different books, tools, magical components. Behind him is a multi-level shelf. You see jars of eyes, vials of different colored liquids, different boxes, small cages with little mice and lizards. The cultist starts humming to himself and flipping through pages as you walk in, seemingly completely lost in thought.
I see. I walk in. I say, my apologies for barging in. Am I interrupting?
He looks up at you and he says, Brawl, welcome back. Did you collect the eye that was stolen?
Oh, yes, of course. The eye and the collecting and the... Yep, no problem. So what
Where
are
is
you
it?
doing?
Where is it?
It's back there. It's in my room.
Okay. I have the other half right here trying to track the search party right now, but it seems I can only see the entry to a portal. So,
Does Rattle come in?
Is Galvin like all the way into the room? Did
No, I'm
you
in the
say that?
doorway.
Okay, Rattle wants to like. Oh wait, no, it's holding open the thing. Never mind. I was
Yeah.
gonna say Rattle wants to like give him the eye.
Like through my armpit kind of thing?
Yeah,
I'm
like,
gonna
no,
like
no, no, no,
stand
no, no,
Oh, there
in
it
the
is.
doorway.
but no, it's holding open the portal. So
Yeah. I'm gonna stand in the doorway kind of behind Galvin, just like watching.
Interesting. Are there any more of those eyes around here, perhaps? And I begin like looking, like kind of like perusing his table, suspiciously.
Why are you asking?
Just force of habit, trying to do things Merkel would want.
Roll for deception.
Merchant.
Doing some stretches while you're looking around.
No, it's just
like
like
make eye
boys
contact with
have-
Rav and be like, be ready to punch.
I'm just nodding around. I'm like, yeah.
Like I've seen him do this before and it doesn't work.
Jeez.
So bad at
Is it
this.
performance or deception?
Deception.
Okay, both are 0. I don't know why I asked. Nat 20, baby!
Holy
Fuck,
shit.
cultist.
He says, well, no, as you've learned in your teachings, I know you're new, there's a half here and there's a half on the material plane. So no, there are not others in this room.
I whispered to Galvin, ask for a pamphlet.
Pamphlets. Pamphlets. I hear you say that and I'm like, oh shit, pamphlets. There are any
Just
more
say
of
the word
those
pamphlets.
new hire pamphlets around? I lost mine.
Pamphlets. Who's got the pamphlets?
Oh, there's a lot of propaganda in our boxes,
Hmm.
in the box room.
In the box room, which is...
Over there, and he points towards the door.
That way.
That way.
Perfect.
So he
You-
points towards the doorway. But he says, Cornelia will not be happy about your failed assassination.
Yes, Cornelia, she's pretty great, isn't she?
I motioned for Rattle to follow me as I kind of walk through to follow Galvin into this doorway.
Yeah, Rattle wants to again try to
I'm just like, what up?
I am the most deceptive person out of everyone here, so you shush.
This guy's rolling like shit. Anyway, it's fine.
Anyways.
so bad that we don't even need to.
Yeah, basically. So his passive perception, he's just so interlocked into his thought process of how the fuck did we mess up? Where did we go wrong? Why is this crystal not tracking these people? He's just into it. So you guys successfully pass, and there is a doorway here.
I whisper, bye, make good choices. And then just walk
He does
in.
not hear you. So as you enter into the room, do you enter in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry. Okay, as you enter into the room, you see a cult member sleeping in his bed. He appears to be soundly sleeping and is breathing heavily. In the room is a standard rug, a chest at the end of his bed. There's a simple wooden desk with an open book, as well as a scroll with an inkwell and quill stacked onto it next to the scroll. Next to the archway entry on the other side of the room, you see a small stool. And as you're looking around, you hear a small snort come from the guy sleeping.
Rattle wants to close the door behind them.
Okay.
I want to know what's in this
And then-
chest.
Okay.
She
So-
can do that while Rattle walks over, and once this is done, he wants to investigate the book.
Cool. Perfect. So as Rav opens the chest, it makes a really large creaking noise. He stays asleep. Inside the chest, it's 2 sets of nicely folded ropes, a pair of snowshoes, and a weapon seeming to be made of a large creature's tooth tucked away in an additional pocket of the chest.
I want that.
The dagger's handle is wrapped in leather, and the bone tooth seems to have a polished shine to it with a slight jagged edge.
I'm gonna take that.
Okay. So you take an unknown bone dagger. And as you're going through that, everyone's cringing because they're waiting for the creak to wake up the person. Rattle goes over to the book. As you flip through, you see it's a journal or some sort of tracking ledger. Looking further, you see a few names grouped in sets of 5. Next to the group name, you see location known or location unknown. You look a little bit further and you see your own name grouped in a set of 5 with the names of your other party members.
Right,
Next to the
location
group-
dead.
Next to the group of names, you see location known scratched out aggressively and location unknown written next to it.
Okay, so Rattle intuitively knows that this must be a hit list if they're on it and it's aggressively scratched out. So he wants to actually pocket this book.
Okay, so you take the book and Galvin?
I have my my weapon kind of over the sleeping man. Kind of if he
He's
was to
sleeping.
wake, I'm aware.
You're prepped.
I'm
You're
prepared.
prepped.
Yeah, I'm prepared.
Prepped.
No,
You're
I'm prepared.
prepped.
Let's not change it. So, in case he wakes up, he sees the blade over him, and he knows not to move or scream, kind of thing.
Cool. Okay. Anyone else
Could
want to look
just-
at anything else in the room?
Could just tuck him in.
Says the monk.
Is there a stuffed animal that he's like dropped on the floor that you give back to him or
Bunny.
something?
What does that mean, Galvin?
I don't
He has
actually
he
know.
has a
to be honest.
stuffed. What's the dog's name again?
What's name?
What's
Mavericks?
the Mavericks? He's got a
Mavericks?
stuffed
Mavericks,
Mavericks.
He blinked away.
He did.
Is there anything else in this room we want to like?
I couldn't help but notice, this is not a box room.
No, this is a bedroom.
This is not a box room.
Perhaps
I lied.
Perhaps it was the other entrance he was talking about. I'm interested in looking more in the room he was working in. Perhaps we could lure him away. We could tell him the search party is here.
Still asleep.
Maybe we should.
Talking over him.
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of
that's what it was.
whispering, but you know,
You're just surrounding the bed, just like talking over him.
he's deep in REM sleep, though.
He's twitching. As Rattle, you're looking at the table. There was also a scroll next to it. You see a large writing of the word scrying.
Ooh. So Rattle is going to also pocket that. He doesn't know what that is, but
Right. Okay, so
Yeah.
you see a scroll. You take all the paper stuff off the table. And so what's the plan? You guys are just standing over him.
You know, in MMOs where you can sometimes get like a pet that automatically loots everything around you. I feel like Rattle is kind of that.
yeah,
Where I
it's like the gold
You
magnet.
just check him every so often. It's like, what have you picked up
exactly.
from around here?
Rattle, what'd you pick up? And he like opens his cloak like.
So as you guys are pocketing the stuff and whispering over his body, you start to hear grogging happening on the bed coming from him. He turns his body with his eyes still closed, and he does a large stretch.
I don't touch his hands. With
Pointing
the blade.
his toes out on the other side of the
Good
blanket.
go!
He yawns largely and his eyes open. He lazily looks around the room and then he meets eyes with his blade in his his blade in his face, and he yelps and he rolls to the side of the bed and he falls to the floor. You hear from the floor, "What in Merkel's darkness are you doing in my room, Brawl?"
Surprise party?
My name is
Rattle's, like, up
Brawl,
against the wall, like,
My name.
and
Everyone's
I
like,
am
"Back
doing
up."
this to you. Remember my name, and I run away. I remember. I'm just relieved. He thinks I'm someone else. And I bolt.
I apologize.
Rav, Galvin, and Rattle entering into a cultist bedroom who was in the bedroom alone. And they swiftly made their way through while collecting some items. We also had Kuros and Chains playing a good old hands of poker with their other cultist friends, quotes. So, who wants to start? Do we have a plan? We have a plan both ways, but who wants to?
Shane's not like slammed his head on the table to try and knock him the fuck out. As I look at the other two and I just say, "That's what he gets for cheating."
Okay.
End story.
Yeah.
Saturday night at Buffalo Wild Wings.
It's a PSA.
So you hit him and you try to knock him out.
Yeah. I'm gonna take his head and slam it against the table, please.
Okay, so roll to.
Please and thank you.
Well, roll a strength check. 'Cause you don't have to hit him to do that. You have to grab him
Would a table be a finesse weapon so he can get his sneak attack bonus?
using the table.
But would his head be a weapon to sneak attack?
It's a versatile table.
Oh my gosh.
It's one of those fold-out tables that
Yeah,
are
it's like an
versatile.
end table, but also a coffee table.
Exactly, it's versatile.
What'd you roll?
IKEA.
I got a 13.
Okay, so you put your hand on the back of his head and it completely stops. He's just like back against your hand. And he looks at you and he goes, You're a funny one. We don't argue over gold in this house.
Ready to argue over cheating, though. I try again.
Right.
Okay,
but
I
still.
take his face and I throw him back.
All right, roll for strength again.
He's in a chair.
This has gotten violent.
We're going fully backwards on this chair.
All right.
Nat fucking 20.
Oh my god.
I don't know why I'm still using my dice app. I got my dice.
All right, so he falls back and he's laughing and he's just like, "Oh my gosh, Ardan, you're asking for it." Roll for initiative.
Oh, god damn it. Well, I could only do one of them.
We all saw this coming.
We didn't. We were in another room.
Did he not take any damage from hitting his head on the floor?
He did not. You're fucking with the wrong one.
What a loser.
I got a 15.
Damn pussy.
I got a 19.
Can rattle
Steal
roll
the chair if I
30.
can't have the gold.
This is mine now.
So it's the cultist on the floor's turn. Chains, make a wisdom saving throw.
These are the worst.
Gay.
I guess we need some combat music, huh?
It's
yeah.
13.
All right, you fail, and
Dang
so
it.
you feel yourself become paralyzed with hold person, and he just gets up slowly, and it's the second cultist's turn, and he's not attacking you, so it's the third cultist's turn, and he's just sitting there laughing. It is now Kuros's turn.
What will you do?
In front of his
Oh,
friends.
dude, you're getting hazed so
I
hard
don't
right
know
now.
if you know Kuros very well, but Kuros kind of has one thing he does when a fight breaks out, and that's draw his scimitars and leap. I'm gonna leap across the table, and I'm gonna attack him with my scimitars.
All right, roll to hit.
Here are my d20s.
Oh boy, oh
Just
boy, oh boy.
Monday night in the demi-plane.
Got
Yep.
a 20 and a 7.
You hit once.
Cool. I am going to burn a divine smite on this guy. I am very scared of him. And
Your
I'm
friend.
one person out of. There's 2 out of the 5 of us here. I am scared. But I'm not
Oh my
showing
gosh.
that.
I fear nothing.
Let's see. 18 damage. Aha! That's what you get for cheating. I'm gonna harp on that. I'm trying to keep my cover.
This has escalated.
That's what you get for cheating. So he takes it and he grabs the blade
Oh my god, what is this monster?
and starts laughing.
Someone we
And he
probably
pulls
should
it into him as, he's,
Oh my
as he
God.
gets close to you. And he says, "Go to sleep."
No!
Gives you back your sword. Your face.
He just tells me to go to sleep. That's
He
all he
says,
does.
"Go to sleep," and he slides the sword out of him and gives it back to you and sits down next to his pile of gold.
No, you cheated.
He cheated life too.
Take it and run.
Well, just say it's been swell, and then walk the hell away. I don't know. Like, just walk the hell-
Oh, you
Do whatever
guys.
he wants. We're at chains.
We're at me. What do I have to do? I am immobilized.
You can do another wisdom saving throw to break it.
Okay. Freaking 13 again. Get out.
You do not. You do not break it. All right, we're back to Kuros.
I'm gonna look at him as he like has slid the scimitar out of him and like pushed it back towards me. I'm unsure if the person that they think I am is very prideful or not, and I'm gonna assume that he is, and I'm just gonna say, "I know you were cheating," and point my scimitar at him.
Roll a wisdom save.
God.
You
I'm not
actually
bad at those. I
died.
got a 19.
You failed.
What?
A 19 failed?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, you need to get the fuck out.
I can't.
Grab
We both can't now.
At
We
what
are
point-
standing in place.
At what point can Galvin and Rav walk in? Galvin, Rav, and Rattle walk in, going, "What is going on here?"
You guys walk the other direction.
We
Guys,
can't
I rolled
help
a
them.
17 on the dice
it's
and
been
I
what, like-
failed.
It's been
That's
like
sad.
18 seconds now.
Yeah, so the other two cultists are still not attacking. They're just laughing because this is like one of his gimmicks. They're like, oh my gosh, Brash, leave them alone.
Whoa.
And Brash is like, fine. And he snaps, and you both are out of hold person.
Sweet Jeebus.
All right. So is he standing or is he sitting back at the table?
He sat back down.
Damn it. Okay.
What if we all attacked?
Focus fire.
Like, hey guys, there's an asshole in this other room. Let's go get him.
Let's get him.
Rattle and Rav and Galvin just kick down the door.
No, I heard you were talking shit.
Squawk, squawk.
Squawk.
Remember my name.
He moves.
Okay.
Change.
I just like I sheathe my scimitars and I look at it. I was like,
Okay.
I
All right.
won't forget this.
Yeah. So I'm gonna nod at you like we're gonna walk out the door that the others walked out of.
Yeah, absolutely.
As we reach the door, I want to walk back to the table. I want to put my hand like between him and the gold and like get in his face and be like, "It's a real dick move."
He
And then
puts-
I
he
want to
puts 10
slide a hand.
gold into your sleeve of your shirt. and he
Perfect.
flips 10 gold to Kuros at the door because he gave up.
I also sleight of hand some gold.
Slide of
Off
hand.
the table.
Roll it.
Feck.
I hope you know
I
one.
knock all his gold onto the floor.
Perfect.
Well, enough alone. Coming out positive.
Leslie laughs.
Just kind of like fuck you.
You're like, I'm gonna take the dice with myself.
That's a very cat thing to do.
That's a very cat thing to do.
Like,
And
don't.
then
So-
we
Don't.
He, Brash, uproariously is laughing. He starts like gut laughing. He's so amused. So you guys leave the room?
Yes.
Okay.
I leave the room, and as
I
soon
am
as we're
afraid
out,
of this creature.
As soon as we're out, I turn to Chains and I'm like, I'm glad we ran away. That guy. Fucking
Can we-
right in his arse.
Can we both open the door at the same exact time, meet each other, and go, "We gotta go"? And they're like, "Yeah, we gotta go."
No, can they open the door right as I say, fuck him in the arse?
Yeah, fuck it. We gotta go. And you're like, "Yeah, good idea." And we just.
Rattle
Where
and
do you
Rav
guys
just
head?
like right behind Galvin. Like,
All right, so you guys come out on the other side. You're next to a bridge. Where are you headed?
I fly
Across
over
that
the
bridge.
Yeah, across the bridge.
Another thing, I go to this entrance and see what it's
Carefully.
about.
The other entrance?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to add, I'm not being super careful or stealthy because I'm like, I need to get the fuck away from that.
I kind of noticed Crows is like, I'm like, are you okay?
I'm like power walking. Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
We're fine.
I'm not panicking.
We're all fine here. How are you?
Well, Galvin woke someone up
Oh,
And- and
oh,
ran away.
Oh, I look at Galvin. Oh, I look at Chains. Oh,
Mind you, he left me in Rattle and ran out the
I look
door.
around. I haven't seen Rattle. And I look down for the first time. Oh, okay.
well, I was gonna say Rattle got halfway across the bridge and just like had to like talk himself over it with his fear of heights as a non-flyer,
Oh no.
and then just like deep breath stumbles across the bridge to the other side.
Pull out the bone knife I stole and I go, but I took this.
You took that.
Yeah.
We'll discuss this later. We need to get out of here. This is
Completely
where
ignore that.
Kuros,
we here.
why are your swords still drawn?
They're not. I
What
actually
happened
put
in that
them away.
room?
I actually did put them
You
away.
speak a lot of good, but you do a lot of bad. So I'm really curious.
Change's tail is twitching.
I do a lot of bad. I'm not sure what it is. Galvin, we can have this conversation later. We really need to get out of here.
So Kuros
No
walks
time to talk.
into the other room, and if you walk in, there's boxes stacked on the right side of the room. There's a few barrels and boxes tucked into the corner on the wall in front of you guys. There seems to be an archway to the left and a hallway to the right. You hear someone or something over to the right side, very muffled, just like clinking metal together and moving stuff around.
A sneak.
Okay. Roll for stealth.
Where's that? 16.
Okay, are you walking down the hallway?
To the right.
Okay.
I'm not walking down the hallway so much as I'm like creeping, hugging the wall.
Okay. So you see that there's a small hallway, there's a door right in front of you as you walk towards the right, and then the hallway itself veers right, and there's a door at the end of the hallway.
Do I get a sense of where that sound was coming from? Like
yes,
directly in front of
right in front of you with your roll.
Okay. Can I look through the keyhole, assuming that it's kind of about the same size?
You see
Oh yeah, that's right.
the wall. It's possible someone could be in front of the door, so I don't see that being a bad idea.
Oh, that's true. So I want to, like, as quietly as Kinku-like possible, open that door slowly.
As he starts, I pat him on the shoulder. I say, "Be careful."
He nods because he's never done anything like this before, so he's nervous.
All right, roll for stealth one more time.
Ooh, 13.
All right, so as you open the door, very slowly, you're immediately met with a dagger in the door. Like, you open it, and it's in the edge of the door. And he meets your eyes, and he says, "I didn't expect you to get hit." And he sees that you have a mask on. And he goes, "I'm sorry, friend."
Rattle goes, "Sorry, friend."
That's cool. Come on, look, I made some more weapons.
Weapons?
So, you walk into the room, and you see that this guy is just messing with a bunch of different scimitars and daggers, and you see where the door was that you opened to the left of the door frame is a target, so he was throwing it at the target. And you open the door into the target.
It's a dangerous place for a bullseye.
Irresponsible.
Irresponsible.
He turns around as you walk in, and he says, "I heard you failed your mission." And he gets a towel and starts polishing the weapons.
Rattle like tries to lower it a pitch kind of thing, or a half step or something, and he's like, "Failed my mission."
Yeah, well, because of that, I've heard that the search party is on one of the demi-planes. He kind of sighs. He says, "I wonder if Brenna and Crawl are going to successfully scry on them in the morning. I heard Crawl is writing a scroll spell. Spell scroll words."
Rattle goes, "Spell scroll?
This one?
He does not pull it out.
He just says, "Yeah, I guess things are getting serious, you know?"
Serious.
This conversation is so good.
I whispered to the rest of the group, "Someone please help him."
I'm already
No.
walking in.
Let him work. Rattle's like, "No, help me."
Goblins like, I trust him implicitly.
So
He says, "Oh, hey, Ardan," as Chains walks in.
Chains does his impression that he does.
Hello.
Hello.
Rattle wants to kind of catch Chain's eye and be like,
I'm gonna take that as violence.
Rattle's
Chain
like,
Gonna take that as
"Also,
what now?"
You go.
Then he holds up a
All right.
scimitar and he goes, "Look, Ardan, look at this." And he hands you a scimitar that is like gold in color.
Is he handing that to me?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay.
Stab him with it.
I don't know why you guys are so set on the idea of scimitars and stabbing. They are not a stabbing sword.
They slice.
They slice.
It's all about the angle.
So
Okay,
I take
well,
it and I'm
hack
like,
him.
this is a wonderful blade indeed.
Rattle wants to tabletop him.
What does that mean?
What does
Like
that mean?
kneel down behind his knees so that you
Yes.
can push him over.
Yes. I'm all about this right now.
Roll
Okay.
for
High school bullies?
roll for stealth, but for real.
But for real. Like,
Synthetic 20.
Or
Synthetic 20. He does not see you get behind him because he's so enamored at the scimitar that he just handed Chains, and he's like, and as you're talking and as you're getting behind him, clearly not paying attention to what he's saying, but he talks.
I'm complimenting him so much on this wonderful scimitar that he's handed me. It's just like, wow, look at the intricate detail, and then I punch him in the face
That's called
with the force to push him over Rattle.
Roll for strength.
Oh, boy.
in bird culture. That is what one calls a
Why
dick.
does everything have to be strength?
Because you're
You keep
weak.
doing strength things, Zach.
You're a rogue.
Dexterously. Can I use my wisdom to push him over?
I mean, I could use my acrobatics.
That's like flips and shit.
Yeah, I should have said I just want to jump and plant my feet in his chest. You're
There
right.
You go.
That would have done it.
That absolutely would
Now
have
you're
done it.
I
thinking
know.
of acrobatics.
Jeez.
Now
Should have
you're
said
thinking
that.
of
I rolled a
dex.
6 for strength.
So you punch him,
Ow.
and you feel like the chainmail underneath his robe.
In the face?
God.
Play it off! Play it off!
His chainmail mask.
He pulls it off, and it's just a sheet of metal.
Somehow wouldn't hurt him.
Been working on this one for a while.
I have replaced my face with metal.
Well, he punches him in the face,
Never
He
had a
feels
chance
it.
to test it.
but he doesn't know. He doesn't fall over. So Rattle's
Okay.
just laying behind him at this point,
Okay.
and he's like,
Well,
"Dude,
now
what are you
Rattle's
doing?"
gonna
So he
jump
pushes you back with 17. So that would push you.
Okay.
What's your
Laugh. Just laugh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just be like, nice!
Just testing the product, bro.
Rattle's gonna try this bow strangulation thing again.
Oh my god,
Perfect.
okay.
And jump up
The
and try to
sneak.
get him from behind and pull him to the ground.
Why is everyone attacking these people? It's fine.
It's almost like they're cultists of an evil
I
god.
know.
Clear. Rattle's trying to non-lethally strangle him.
Okay, roll for strength.
Sleep. Sleep.
Do you
Strength
mean to non-lethally punch him? With fury of blows?
17.
You successfully wrap the bow around
Oh
him and
my
pull
God.
him down.
Nice.
And he's like, "What is happening, guys?" He's like totally
What?
unaware that you guys are attacking him.
I want to walk inside and see this.
I
Please
also
God
walk
help
inside.
us.
He sees you and he says, "Yua, please get these people off me. What are your friends doing? You failed and now you come back and attack us." And he goes to push Rattle off of him with a nat 1. He does not.
I'm gonna walk
Rattle's a scrambly boy.
in. I'm gonna walk in too.
Everyone's here.
Sorry, we're just a little high strung. You know, we failed our mission, and that's not good for us, and we're just
We're
stressed.
just
We're
upset and
stressed.
stressed.
Arden, stop it! Don't take your frustration out on him. He's a good man.
To be clear, Rattle is putting his leg hooks in and guillotining this guy right now.
I'm gonna walk over to where Rattle is, and I'm just gonna sucker punch this dude and just get it over with.
There are two levels of
His
intensity.
eyes are
I think
bulging.
this is that. One of us is like, "Oh, come on, it's just a friendly fight." One of the others is like, "I'm going to garrote him."
And I go,
Blood from the jugulars is going to spill forth.
no. Let him work.
Just lead into the doorway.
I'm just trying to knock him out.
Galvin's like, "I trust him implicitly."
I love him. I love watching a man doing his trade.
This is my
Roll
boy
one more
we're talking
strength
about.
check because you're choking him.
Oh my god.
That one's only a 10.
You knock him out.
Oh,
I'm
thank God.
extremely uncomfortable just watching this.
So now he's on the floor. He's knocked out.
Perfect.
I
I
loot
would
the
like
body.
to make sure he's like not dead first.
He is not dead. You feel
Cool.
a pulse. You just see like a
I want to look
like
at some
a
of the weapons
string
around
mark.
this room.
Do what?
I want to look at some of the weapons around this room.
All right, so you see some basic daggers, and Chains is still holding the golden scimitar that he was handed.
I know.
Um,
I want to find something like that.
I mean, you can have it.
Oh.
if you approach me and say, "Hey, pal," like,
James, that's a very nice scimitar you got there. I noticed
Oh,
you're a stabby man. I myself am a slashy man. I don't know. You
Abby's a slasher.
I was. He says this as I was like going to set it down on the table, and so I say, "Oh yeah, here you go, pal."
Oh, well, thank you very much. I think I'll mean, it's not. Thank you. And I
Take the win.
yep, I've taken the win.
So you take a scimitar, and it appears to be made of gold. Around the room are just general basic weapons: short sword, long sword, dagger. If anyone wanted to pick up a different weapon, they are just all basic as far as you can tell.
Okay, nothing looks a little special to me.
You can roll investigation.
I tell Galvin not to take any rings off any.
Rolled a 2.
So you look back and you say, "That one," to Kuros. That one's gold.
That one pretty.
Look at sparkle.
Rattle wants to is there any fabric or anything in the room?
Yeah, like underneath the weapons. They're like laying on cloth.
Okay, he wants to tear a strip to bind this guy and cover his mouth.
Okay.
Gag him.
Gag him.
Is there a barrel?
Got rope.
Is there a barrel in this room?
There's
Rope
barrels
is
out in the hall.
Are they human size or humanoid size? Can I put a human in there? A body?
What are you
can
trying
go
to
look.
say, Zach?
Right to the quick.
Can I take an unconscious man and hypothetically hide an unconscious man in these barrels?
Yes or no?
Which one? Which one? Which one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we do.
Somebody with strength besides me, carry the body. I'll be the lookout.
I'll be the help action.
I will carry the body. I'll do it. I'll take the body to the barrel. Though I don't know the way.
We are
Just
Rattle
through
just
here.
pulled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really don't know the way. I rolled a nat 1.
and the
With
help
advantage for
action.
the help action. Thank God.
You're very welcome. That's what I'm here for. Galvin was here to help you. Remember it.
I imagine
Isn't Rav like the strong one?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, she's not helping, but
She's
Kuros.
so I got a 17, but can I say how I imagine this happens? Kuros is trying to lift this unconscious body and put him in a barrel, and Galvin's leaning against the side of the door. It's don't worry, Galvin, son of Rohan, will help you. And Kuros is nope, I got it. Don't you
Lift
worry.
with your legs.
Lift with your legs. All right, you guys successfully plop him into a barrel. Please move on. What's next?
Kuros goes to these stairs that he saw earlier.
God, we are dancing
What
on
are
the line
these
of murder hobo right now.
Hey,
You haven't
But they're
murdered.
not dead.
I know.
look at our body count. 2. How many people have
Look, I
we
have
met?
murdered one whole person.
And an accident.
Yeah,
It was an accident, and she feels
Manslaughter.
horrible.
I do.
So
I feel awful.
Kuros walks up to the room that Galvin and Rattle and Rav were in earlier, where they found the now acknowledged spell scroll and a journal. Do you go in? It's just an arch. It's an archway, so you can
it's an
see
archway.
inside. Yeah. You
I'm gonna
see that.
listen for. I see it's an archway with no cover, so I'm gonna listen around the corner first.
Okay, you hear snoring.
You went back to
He
sleep.
went back to sleep after that.
He did.
And there's no further pathway up this way.
Staying out of that room.
No. Oh, there is.
I'm gonna come back down and be well, I think that's your sleeping friend that you were telling me about.
Yep.
Let's go. Chris is still power walking this whole time.
Okay, Rattle is still behind. What's Rattle doing?
Rattle wants to walk back out past the crates and kind of dance around, getting attention because there's another door down here.
What? What's up?
Oh, there is.
I'm gonna follow. I'll follow him.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
You guys turn the corner and you just see him pecking the door.
And Kuros is halfway across the bridge. He's all right. Oh, where'd they go?
But Rattle also, last time he opened the door, almost got daggered in the face. So he's
Got
going
it.
to get behind Rav and hold on to her leg.
Aww.
Aw, Water Fran.
Water Fran.
Okay.
Okay.
Talk yourself through it.
I'm eating a thing. All right.
Where did you find that? We're in a dungeon, Rev.
Rev, I don't know if I trust any food down here.
I really
Must have
wouldn't.
picked it up from the poker game.
Look, when
They
you
had
drink,
nachos.
when you drink, you need to eat.
Ah, I've heard of this. Drunchies, they call it.
Yeah, I'm gonna open this door.
Okay, so you open the door. It is unlocked. You feel that it has like a heft behind it.
This is a very heavy door.
But she's a strong woman, so she can do it.
Yeah.
So you walk in. The room is generally clear with nothing on the walls except like a single tapestry with a symbol of Merkel on it hanging on the wall. There are 3 coffins placed in the room, 2 on the right, 1 on the left. There's a closed wooden door to your left, and then on the far end of the room appear to be large double doors.
I want to investigate these coffins.
Okay. As you look at the coffins, you see small metal plaques adhered to them. They all have the date etched on them, dated 2 days ago.
And what do the names read?
There are no names or anything else on the plaque.
I want to open one.
I'm going to use my powers of are they undead? Are they undead?
They are not.
Okay.
Where's the light coming
Celestial fiend.
from? Oh,
Where's the what coming from?
a light.
There's
Comes
like it's dim in here. There is no really light.
Okay, sorry, Dylan, what were you saying?
Are they celestial or fiend?
No.
Okay, cool.
They're dead.
Can I try to push one open?
Yeah, so it's on hinges.
Mhm.
So you open up the lid, you see one of the people that attacked you at the inn.
That's a corpse. Or point.
Peacefully sleeping, still
You got
with the
here.
gray smudged face.
You
Rev,
got here quickly.
let's leave the dead in
I'm
peace.
gonna gently close this after we've all taken a look.
I want to check this door up here in the top right.
Okay, so so it is locked.
Oh, really?
Is it now?
How unfortunate as you reach for your thieves' tools.
I'm going to pick it.
You don't say. Yes.
I'm going to leave well enough alone.
I got a 21.
All right, you successfully pick it easily, and you open up to a kind of hallway, basically just a long and dark rectangle with a bench at the end of the room.
And I see
the
a statue directly in front of me.
The only light really providing color in the room is the medium-sized Merkel statue holding a bright green eye.
Is that the same one that was same size as the one we first ran into?
Yes, first
Okay.
ran into, yes. As you stand there, you hear faint laughter from a group, seemingly coming from the eye. You hear
Cool.
unidentifiable words coming from one voice, followed by muffled laughter. It's really soft.
Quick,
Okay.
remove the orb.
Well, I haven't said that yet, but
Oh,
yeah.
what do you see? And quickly remove whatever you see.
What do you see? Whatever it is, remove it.
What is
Says
Chains
I,
actually
Galvin,
do? What
son
is
of
Chains'
Rohan.
decision?
Okay, so I'm going to convey that I see the statue that was similar to the one that we had to fight in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So who's going with me?
It's not. Sorry,
I'll go with you.
I was saying that it's similar as the statues of Merkel that you saw underneath. The
Oh, see, I was
floorboards.
wondering if it was the same
I've
kind
never
of one that we had to
No,
fight.
it does not look like a protector statue. It looks
Cool.
like a statue of
glowing
Merkel.
orb.
I am going to
Yes, with a
investigate
glowing
the orb.
Good, I don't have to have PTSD over these stupid statues.
So you get closer to the orb, and again you hear a muffled man's voice clearly coming from the orb, and then it's followed by laughter.
Okay, I look into the orb.
I'm
Roll
whispering.
perception.
Please don't come to life.
Please don't come to life. She's clicking her heels in the back room.
Rav is like getting really close to it. Please don't come to life.
Would you roll perception?
I rolled a nat 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a glowy gem.
So you look at
Look
it,
at
and then when you get away from it, you kind of have spots in your eyes from getting close to a light.
I just point at it. Would you look at that? Just would you look at
It's a really nice lamp.
that?
Rattle wants to like gesture to it and be like, "Bridge."
I
Like,
step
Bridge,
aside.
what do you mean there, Rattle? I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
I asked Rattle if he wants upsies.
This is a
Rattle
stunt.
like nods,
I want to pick him up.
and then he wants to take the orb.
Okay, roll for strength.
Of course.
Of course.
You're ripping something
I-
off of a statue.
I also try to help him. I'm doing a lot
Okay.
of help action today, but this is my
Gavin's
boy.
like, I gotcha.
Well, it's a good thing. With the help action, it was an 18. Without
Okay.
it was not.
So you successfully crack the orb off of the hand of Merkel. The glowing orb does fade back to a gray. You kind of hear like an echoing leftover of the laughter, and then it just fades.
Rattle wants to hop off of Rav's shoulders,
Okay.
and then he's gonna scurry
Scurry.
back all the way to the ravine.
The very
And
beginning.
no, just that second bridge.
Okay.
And unless anybody wants to stop him, he's gonna drop it into the ravine.
Kuros doesn't know that these are a connection to another eye that we could get in and out from, and others can get in and out from.
Same.
So
Yeah,
I
you were
don't
playing
know.
poker.
Getting held person.
Rattle just knows that anytime there's one of these eyes there, people tend to phase in and surprise him.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop him.
Okay. So you drop it into the plane tear, and you see it falling almost to infinity. It's just like you can always see it, but it's slowly getting farther and farther from you.
Rattle gives a salute.
And then you hear four people
Goodbye
phase
to the
into
shiny.
existence.
He's back.
Goodbye to the shiny.
Goodbye.
Okay. Well, that room is dead to me.
Rattle, that was interesting. Yeah, what about these double doors?
So as you walk back into the coffin room, from the double doors, you kind of hear like a vroom,
What?
and then you hear voices,
Same voices?
and you hear another vroom, and another voice. And you go to
Okay.
check the double doors. Kuros walks over there, and they are locked.
I would like to listen at the double doors.
Right.
This map is so big.
So you just hear, I know I've been working on it so long.
Love it.
Looks great, by the way.
Yeah, that's really good.
So you guys, you haven't even gotten to the part of it. Anyway, so
Oh,
the part I was crying about today.
Assholes.
So it's huge. So you guys listen into the door and you hear them talking, and they're like talking about somebody, but it just sounds like a regular conversation and nothing about, and then it like kind of fades as you hear footsteps and you hear the iron portcullis raise and then close, and then
That's not good.
you don't hear anything else.
Do we hide those
Um,
bodies?
Chains, do you think you could unlock this door for us? I think they're out of the room, so it might be safe to enter by now.
Yes.
You're our thieves' tool.
I rolled an 11.
Okay. You unlock the door.
Hey, I am going to gently push it open. Where the
Perfect.
door in front of me open?
It opens with a creak, but no one's around. You luckily nothing happens. As you open the door, you see at the end of the hallway the bright green light coming from a Merkel statue. You catch you hear some like voices over in the main area where you started out,
like statues.
making their way
Is that
downtown.
porthole still open or did it close?
It closed.
Is there a lever or something to activate it?
You can roll for perception just to see if you see it.
Why am I rolling so awful today?
really
I got a
are.
5.
So you don't, but there has to be something that opens it, so you're not stupid. So you kind of just investigate a little bit further, and there is a knob on the wall
I'm gonna get that knob.
over here. So once you knob it,
Bop it.
it does open up the portcullis, and you have access back to the room that you started in today.
Okay, and we see. I mean, obviously they know we're coming. They heard that portcullis opening.
Well, actually, they are down the hall.
Oh, perfect.
Hope they didn't move Slumpy, the arrow shield.
Oh shit.
Slumpy.
I forgot about him.
Fine, Chains. It's fine. That's a past us problem.
Alright.
Who did this?
So you walk back into the main room. You see the bodies of the gargoyle that you fought, the follower that you left, the other followers that kind of, I guess, came through are no longer in the room. What's your move?
So we have to find a way to get back. And well, does this statue still have an orb?
I think
Oh, we broke it.
No, we broke it.
Okay. What
Didn't
about
they
the-
say? Didn't the swordsmith say something about a scroll?
the scroll that Rattle may have picked up?
Scroll? Oh, this is the first I've heard of a scroll.
Oh yeah, we met this guy in the other room, and he was like really, really into orbs.
Rattle pulls out the scroll of, I believe it was scrying.
Well, that's a scroll, not an orb.
Yeah, but then we walked into that room with the archway that you were in, and
With
I
your
stole
sleeping
that
friend.
knife. Yeah, the sleepy dude. That Galvin freaked out and then ran off. Never forgetting that.
I don't think it was Galvin who did that, if I recall right.
Pretty sure it was.
You mean Galvin, son of Rohan?
Yeah, that
And
one.
hand to Lathander.
There we are.
Yeah, bird boy over here.
Have some damn respect.
Just left me in rattle.
So, Rattle pulls out the spell scroll, which was the spell scroll for scrying. And that's what you have.
And he just shows it to everybody so they at least know he has it. If anybody wants to investigate it further, they're free to take it from him. And if not,
I'll take it.
I don't know anything about magic, so
well,
y'all-
I thought somebody was implying they wanted to see it or look at it.
Well,
But
Yeah, not me.
The man in the room with the potions, before we entered the sleeping man room, you recall, Rev, you were there.
I was.
He was talking about 2 halves of an orb that may be able to help us get out of here.
Yeah, that.
Rattle, you took an orb from the other room? Where is that?
okay,
None of us saw you throw it down the ravine.
I didn't know
Yeah,
if
no,
anybody.
we didn't stop you from
Yeet it
bolting
out of there.
Yeah,
You
Just
just
like-
yeeted it.
he said this bitch creepy yeet.
But he like had it like in his beak. It was like the audience doesn't know if he's gonna do anything with it. He just drops it.
Jump.
This shiny is bad.
Isn't there another shiny in the statue in the room we just left?
Yeah, I was gonna say there's one up there.
So let's go grab that real quick.
I'm gonna football carry him up there.
Why are we grabbing these
Well, one, it definitely prevents them from coming here, which is good, but we may be able to use it to get out.
Does it, or does it just let them teleport to where we are?
We have
Standing.
no idea. We're
That's
just
quite a
trying our
presumption.
best. Yes.
We're just trying theories and whatever works.
Just as a someone that appreciates cartography, I do believe there is a path that we missed also.
Oh.
Yes.
let's
So as
see.
you guys were walking through, let's say when Rattle came out with the crystal orb, he did see that the other side of the pathway that Galvin had fixed where the broken bridge is, there was a path veering to the left.
Ah.
Oh,
Squawk.
That's what he
Right.
said.
is that the case?
Rattle, do you want to
Boy.
steal this orb?
Yeah, Rattle will at least take the orb.
I'm gonna go pick them up.
Okay.
Gotta get my upsies.
Get all these orbs.
All my upsies.
Just gonna turn into like a body juggler.
Aren't
Roll
Kenkus
for
medium-sized?
Okay, well that was only a 12.
You break it
will.
off.
Yeah.
Not help him.
Don't
You're
get
already
hurt.
helping him.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
yeah, he pockets it.
All right.
Keeper of the orbs.
And then we head down the hallway, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So should that
Anybody
be?
want to clearly explain this? Because I think Kuros, are you still confused?
Yeah, I still don't know that these orbs are what let people come in. I know that Merkle followers can teleport to the orb's location. I don't know that they're the key to get out of here.
I don't know that either. I'm just keeping an open mind, Kuros. You should try it sometime.
I wish somebody would teleport into the middle of our gang.
They just appear. Oh gosh.
Oh
The
shit!
SpongeBob meme of him like.
I want to hold the orb over the abyss and have people just teleport into the abyss.
Spawn kill him.
That's not very cash money in the end.
Them come in real quick, and then they're like, ah, and you hear one guy's like, wait, guys, wait for me, and then he just like comes in like way late.
It's just troll Symmetra.
That's exactly what I was gonna quote. when you put the portal on the side, so they go bloop. And they just...
All
I
right,
was
so
totally that guy.
zoom all the way out. You'll find us at the top, and
Oh,
I
genius.
believe that is where we should
Cliffhanger.
cliffhang it.
Oh, new large section of this evil temple.
Part 2 of the
Don't get to
temple.
explore it till next week.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh darn it, I guess we'll just have to come on back next time.
All right.
Certainly hope we don't come across more orbs.
Oh no.
Or
Those
encounters.
good old constant themes.
That would be fateful.
Ha.
I
Let's see
I
what
like
she
that.
did there.
Brings us to our next segment.
Hey,
Our
Yes.
ending segment.
So we do have an art ending for those of you joining us today for the very first time. We do get a lot of art that we absolutely love, and I commission a lot of art, and people have been sending us art. We appreciate it, we love it, and we want to show it to you too. And I think we need to move to our art layout so that we can pop up.
Art screen, art screen.
Give us the art screen, Sumner. There we are. Today.
Look.
Ooh.
Ooh, ah. So,
Good
Zach, how about you
art.
talk about this one?
Sure. So my fiance drew this one for me. And she actually modeled his whole face after my own. And
Ah.
I actually own that jacket, but not with that same design, but similar.
I would also like to say that his facial hair you used to have too, didn't you?
Oh, that's right. Yes, I forget it's not on my person anymore. Yes, it's coming back though. It's on its way. I'm growing
used to have
the handlebar and the beard back out, so eventually I'll look like my character again. Snow leopard spots and everything.
And beads. Yeah.
I just want to scritch those cheeks.
They do
No.
look. So I have a question about the about Chains. Like, how thick is his fur? Like, if you touch him, does your hand sink in a little bit before you get to his body, or is it like flat up against his body?
Are you floofy?
Yeah, it's like medium hair, you know? It's like not short, but it's not long. It's like perfect.
I still want to imagine your
Perfect.
cheeks are very fluid.
I have puffy cheeks.
Shannon is a fantastic artist. We did put her Instagram on the photo if you wanted to follow her. It's Crystal Lotus Art. And we love it. The art's super great. She did a great job.
Yeah,
so
she-
much
Yeah,
detail.
she did.
I feel like she
That-
busted it out in such a short period of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I love the
I was
sword.
so excited.
Oh,
She
I
was showing me
want-
as it was being done, and I was just like,
And that's how we keep the mature rating.
Oh,
But
dear.
like seriously, I want that obviously silken jacket. Like, it's just so
Pretty
sexy.
cool.
It's good.
My
No.
actual jacket is super cool.
It is dope. Yeah.
Wear
Well,
it
guys,
sometime.
if you haven't already, put exclamation point giveaway in the chat, and we are gonna raid somebody. So while you guys are exclamation point, oh wait, it's exclamation point wood in the chat.
Wood.
Exclamation point wood in the chat. So that
Get you some wood in that chat, please.
Get that wood in that chat.
Oh yeah.
So that let me find someone to raid here. Who's online?
I was gonna ask who we're rating.
Not reading Kitboga.
Yeah, I'm sure. This is basically the same demographic. It's fine.
Who the hell is Fateful Encounters?
It's like, cool, small spike.
So we have.
Can raid Fateful Encounters.
Aha! I got him.
So we have a couple people that are live right now. We are gonna raid another D&D chat because maybe you're not done watching D&D for today. So we have some. I have a good one: Quests and Chaos. They are pretty good. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. Is there any last words we want to say before we do the?
No.
Any last
Statues.
Thanks for joining us tonight. It's been a lot of fun. I feel like this one was particularly more shenanigans than usual. I had a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
I feel a little bad about all the shenanigans, but that's
Hey,
also
there's
how it
gotta
goes,
be a
like, half the
shenanigan
time.
round.
Oh
Yeah.
no, it's
He
D&D is like
joined a
50%
cult.
shenanigans.
what happens
Hey,
in
yeah.
the cult dungeon stays in the cult dungeon.
Yeah,
The fact
do
that
not
we're
be
still
mistaken.
in the costumes and walking around and undiscovered so far is mind blowing to me.
We made progress through our shenanigans too. Like,
Yeah,
Jim
we
made a
did.
massive, awesome dungeon for us to
Yeah.
get through. I'm
We
guessing.
also
Shenanigans,
tortured a
another
man.
word for torture.
Yeah.
So I
Shenanigans.
do just want to say that like the beginning, like the resting was supposed to be like 5 minutes of our game. And it turned into like 45 minutes. And I was like, I was panicking about not having enough content and I did not need to.
That's how it goes.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, oh wow, they focused on this thing I never would have thought.
But this table, what does it mean?
What else is on the table? Well, notes of the table map. There is a goblet. What's in the goblet? Alcohol.
All right, so I'm gonna open up this raid and let us all
This pit up.
And thanks for joining us. on
Yeah, that
Faithful
was fun.
Encounters.
I hope y'all had fun. We had fun.
And always
Absolutely.
remember the name. Galvin,
Galvin,
son of
son of
Rohan.
Hand of the
Hand
Fire.
of the
You all need
thunder.
to say it in unison, please.
I wasn't ready.
All right, we've got a 5-second countdown on our raid. We really appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. You're awesome, and
Bye.
we're going to peace out.
Pasta la pizza.
I already
What?
rated them. You can cut our stream.
Cut the stream.